views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Before we get started, we'd like to take a moment of silence to remember all those who were lost in the line of duty. You're up, kid.
Hey, welcome to the Big Blue Stogie review. Another Saturday here at the Technical Financial Studios in lovely downtown Phillipsburg, New Jersey.
Where's your headset, bro?
You don't like my headset?
No, I'm just saying, where is it?
I've had a permanent infixment into my ears.
It's one in every group.
He's a professional now.
No, I'm not a professional.
You made it to the big thing.
Listen, if I ever want to wear a fedora in this place, my head is too wide to wear headphones and a fedora at the same time.
I don't want to point out that Dom seems to be doing very well right there.
The emphasis was on wide head.
Wide head.
All right, good point.
Yes, I definitely have a
He's a
wide
big brain.
head. So, as always, got Dom to my left.
Hello, hello.
Hello. And in studio today, we have the great man, Moe from Tatuaje Cigars. How are you, Moe?
I'm doing good, Tom.
Welcome,
Thank
Mo.
you.
Welcome.
Hey, Don, what's up?
Not to confuse with Moe, the producer.
No.
Too many Mo's.
Too many
Dude,
Moes.
now he's that's the real Mo, and
That's
then
it.
there's the other Mo.
Then is there, the other.
I had a retailer that I went to go visit in the first year I was working with Tatuaje, and it was in Saratoga Springs at James and Sons. And they said the guys, his name is Mo. And I said, okay. And I walked in and I'm like, really? Your name is? I'm Mo. And he goes, my real name is Kyle, but he told a story about how he got the haircut when he was young and they stuck him with the name Mo, and that was it. So that was just funny. It's the only other Mo that I've run into in the cigar industry. I think there's a couple now, but yeah, there's a few out there.
I don't run into many Moes in general. It's a
Mo from
unique
Moses, sometimes they have it, but it depends. Yeah.
So, yeah.
See?
It already starts. It already starts.
Mo too.
You've already lost your identity.
The other Mo.
The other Mo.
The other Mo. You had something you wanted to bring up before we continue on here? With the
Yeah,
show?
I did. I appreciate it. I just wanted to recognize my buddies. It's the anniversary of his passing in 2015. Mike Musto. He was a retired Wyckoff cop. Literally, my best friend, who was best man in my wedding. It's wild. I don't. You always say, like, you hear people complain about like police pensions and everything, and then you start looking at the ages that police officers pass away at. Mike was 49 when he passed away, and he didn't know if he was having medical issues or if it was just a schedule that was wearing on him. But he ended up retiring early just to try to feel better. And he had his family. He moved them down to Florida. They had to go down ahead of him because his son was going to be a freshman in high school. So he moved them down there. I think it was like May or June, and then he was set to retire in September. So he saw that through, retired in September. Last time I talked to him, he got his first pension and his first and only pension check. We actually laughed. That's when Christie was still in. I said, bro, you better cash that thing now before it bounces. And that was the last time I talked to him. Next thing I knew, his wife was calling me at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he had died in his sleep. Mike was one of one. He started as a dispatcher as well in Wyckoff, and that's where I started dispatching in Wyckoff. And he came to me first day. He's like, "Listen, if you want to make a career out of this, I can help you." And I mean, he stayed with me the whole way. And again, I had the picture of his shield. His wife was nice enough to give me his shield and ID, and I carry it with me on tour all the time. And that's the thing I always make the joke. I'm like, yo, stay with me, kid. I said, we got 2 more years to go, man. He's got to see me through for 2 more years. He's the reason I started this, And and then the last picture I have, I had this up here. When they flew his body home from Florida. Because they were going to do all his friends and all that were all up here. So his wife decided to have the funeral services up here. These were my boys at Newark Airport. Really hooked it up. We bought the hearse up onto the ramp, and they took him off the plane. They did really, really nice. So yeah, I just wanted to remember him, and like I said, remind him he's got 2 more years to stay with me. So
You got it. To
thank
Mike.
you, bro. Thank you.
Mike,
Salute.
salute.
Well, glad you bring the show down right at the beginning there. No,
Well, listen, there it is. I mean, you asked,
no, that's okay.
No, I
That's great.
appreciate
No,
it.
of
I
course,
I have nothing to follow that. Literally.
Thank you,
nothing.
everybody.
Thanks
Have
for
a
tuning
good
in.
night.
Thanks for coming out.
Grand opening, grand closing. Time to go.
Thank you, everybody that's
Smoke
watching.
Tatuaje. Have a good night.
Listen, smoke Fausto, smoke Coraline. Be good to each other. Thank you. Thank you
That's
and
it.
good night.
That's it.
So Moe guest.
The other Mo. No, he's the real Mo.
He's
I'm
real-
the other Mo.
The real Mo. Thank you for coming out
Of
today. We
course.
really appreciate it. I know Phillipsburg is in the pinnacle of New Jersey, and
All right.
everybody loves taking a trip.
Sure.
How about you're close to Famous? So I mean, you
I'm
want
close
to
to-
go
yeah,
over
that's
there,
true. I can
say
go
hello
over
to
there.
the boys
Yeah.
afterwards. Go right ahead. What did you bring out for us today?
You guys are smoking the Fausto FT110. It is something new that we introduced back in April at the trade show, the PCA, Premium Cigar Association trade show. Fausto was already something that we had been making for a while. It's probably one of our strongest blends, if not the strongest blend that's there. 5 sizes already. Now we just added a couple more. So
Nice.
yeah, this one is 4 3/8 by 60.
Okay.
And we also introduced a Fausto FT187, and the 187 is kind of funny. We're like, really? We know what 187 means, but yeah, but it's a 7 3/8 by 60. So these two. So I brought the short guy today.
Okay.
So
What's the build?
so it's Nicaraguan binder and filler, and the Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro, very, very dark Habano, rich, full flavored, full bodied. I think when you get into the 60, it changes a little bit, and it brings it down just a little bit from if you smoked like the 5.5 52,
Okay.
or if you smoked the 554, like it changes because it's, once that ring gauge opens up a little bit, you have more of the binder and more of the filler. So it changes. You guys, you
Yeah.
roll
Oh, yeah.
cigars, you know what it
Yeah.
is. But I really enjoy them, and my favorite is usually the Toro size that we have. But I love the Fausto so much that the first time I went to Nicaragua, I was with Pete at my father cigar factory, and we were there for an SNS trip. SNS is the private social club that they've had since 2011. And I'm there, and every morning they bring us to the factory from the hotel. And I would go get like a quad espresso because I live on caffeine, nicotine, and bourbon sometimes as well. And
nice food. You are a
and
foodie.
nice food. I
And a
am.
foodie.
Yeah.
A fellow foodie.
I go there and I grab a Fausto and I grab a quad espresso, and I'm there. And I did this 2 days in a row. And Pete's like, "You really like those Faustos?" And I go, "Yeah." So he already knew I liked Fausto. So a couple of years ago when I turned 60, I ended up tattooing the Fausto logo on my neck because my friend Ray said, "You're going to get a Fausto tattoo." He goes, "Fausto neck tattoo." Fausto neck tattoo. I said, "That's it." And it became a hashtag Fausto neck tattoo. So, but that's what we're smoking today.
See, these are the lives we need to live, right?
Mhm.
Not just cruising here to there, to this cigar place, to that cigar place.
You know, it's funny. Everybody thinks that's what it is. But if you
It's not.
saw
I know.
behind the curtain the different personalities from the retailers that you have to deal with, and everybody feels like they're not getting the attention that they want. And it's hard to find a balance for them because the guys that are some of the bigger accounts require less maintenance from you on your end, where the guys that are smaller want more. How come? Why didn't I? What's this? What I only qualified for this many, usually for a limited edition, because as Tatuaje is and is known for, it's a lot of limited stuff that comes out, and especially in October, Monster Month.
Yeah.
We just dropped the new Mummy Redux #5, and it's doing very, very well. It's sold out. Everybody's trying
and
to
what's
get
great
it.
is people just collect them and keep them. They
Right.
don't even smoke them.
They don't even smoke them. They just
Yeah.
leave it in the box until whatever. Sometimes they smoke them. Sometimes they keep the boxes, or they buy multiples. or they'll buy a box and then buy some singles, smoke it, and then keep the box so that they can, age it and see how it goes.
Yeah, I always know when I bump into you at
Mhm.
Maine when you're having a busy day because you're just in a corner
Mhm.
and like you just come in, it's like, hey guys,
That's it. No, Tony
You
see me
dis-
either. I'm
disappear.
sitting outside with
Yeah.
my iPad, or if I'm,
Yep.
finishing out the day, I'm in the back of, and Main Street I go to a lot because it's a few miles away from my house. And again, some retailers get a little twisted because
why are you hanging out there?
Why am I hanging? But
Yeah.
but I don't feel like I need to explain that. But it happens. And it was funny. I was having the same conversation with Pete Johnson, the owner of Tatuaje. He jumps on Instagram Live with me. I do a little thing on Tuesdays on Instagram, just Tatuaje Tuesday. And I try to, it came out of COVID because we were all stuck at home.
Mhm.
I wanted to talk to people. So we started talking to people on Instagram, and I continued it for the last 5 years. I usually take a break right around now because I want to finish out the year strong because I only have about 6 weeks of sales left. So kind of want to concentrate on work for the last
And the
6
holiday
weeks.
season's coming up.
And the
you-
holidays
and
coming
you're
up,
Sure,
and,
you're getting the phone calls like, hey, we need this. We
Right.
Need this, we need this.
And and there's a lot of stuff, a lot of last minute orders that want to get in and do, and whatever. So yeah.
That was not wrong.
Yeah, but yes, the in a perfect world, it's go to a shop. Hey, how you doing? Here's your order. Let's smoke a cigar together. Let's have an espresso together. Would you like lunch? Okay, fine. And then go on to the next one.
Yeah.
In the imperfect world, it's like, I only got this many. Why is everything on back order? So,
Oh, of course.
I
mean, well, you're going to have those, but I mean,
but listen, for the most part, I came out of corporate America. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm working for a great company. I enjoy the guys that I work with. Pete is great. I knew him beforehand, and when they offered me the job, when Casey, his brother, came up to me, and he said, "You feel like a changing career?" And I went, "Yeah, let's do it."
so that was your start. So how did you
So I
wind up in
started
this whole
Now
industry?
Tatuaje started around 2003.
2003, correct?
Okay.
So
So-
he was the first customer of Don Pepe and Garcia.
How long after Tatuaje started had you started with as a rep?
I started 12 years later.
Okay.
So I started 12 years later, 2015, but I was already aware of Tatuaje. But the funny thing is I was smoking my father more than I was Tatuaje. And then one of my friends came up to me who was working. No, he was just a smoker. And he goes, "Have you ever tried this cigar called La Riqueza?" I go, "What's La Riqueza?" And then it's La Riqueza in Spanish, the riches. And I went, "Oh," and then I started smoking and found out it was a Tatuaje, and then we got into it. But I started I had a regular corporate America job. I was working
Right.
for IBM Global Services, AT&T. I worked for Nielsen for a bit, and I worked for Merck, as a contractor through a contracting company. And my part-time job was working at a cigar shop. I started in 2001. And the owner of the shop goes to me, the shop had opened in 1998. It was a place called Smoker's Delight. It's still there, Smoker's Delight in Union, New Jersey. And he said to me, because you know a fair amount about cigars. I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "You know how to work a register?" I go, "I worked retail longer than I have corporate America." And he goes, "All right, you want a job?" And then he gave me a couple of nights, and that was it. So I started working. I started going to the trade shows when they used to be RTDA. Then it switched to IPCPR, and then eventually PCA. So as I was working, I started discovering Instagram. So I started getting a little bit of notice. People saw the photo, that whatever, I tagged the right people and whatever, and then I started going to some of the events for Tatuaje at Holt's. That's how I got to know Pete. And then Casey, when he came on board, Pete's brother, Casey Johnson, he would come down to Jersey because he was working the whole East Coast, except for Florida. They had people in Florida already. And he would just, "Hey, let's go check out let's go check out what's here. Let's go do something there. Let's go check out a couple of shops." And he would come down and we would go smoke. So,
Now, with and I don't know this, and I'm going to.
that's all right. Go ahead.
With lines in general,
Mhm.
if you have 3 shops in one town, can you sell to all 3 shops in one town? Or
I
don't you know?
try to make sure that there's enough of a distance geographically so that I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. But remember, at least what I've seen is that cigar smokers are kind of migratory. They move depending on where they are. They're kind of like, "Oh, I'm coming out here. I know there's a shop over here I'm going to go to. Or I'm coming over here. I'm going to go over here." I have an area where I have 3 shops within 5.5 miles of each other. Some of them share customers, but for the most part, they have their own individual customers. They don't
Okay.
share customers. it's because it's so densely populated in Jersey that
Yeah.
you have that.
Oh, yeah.
Where, you know, upstate New York is different. I have two guys 6 miles away from each other, but they both do killer business for me, and they're both in the Syracuse area. One's in Syracuse, one's in North Syracuse. You know, North Syracuse, Tismart Cigar Shop, Syracuse, Rocky Cigars. And they both do literally killer business, and in a 75% tobacco state.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
75 in New York. Yeah.
So I just saw you
Mm-hmm.
last weekend at an event for Mr. Cigarelli running,
Yeah.
talking about
Mhm.
taking care of the cigar tax here in New Jersey.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that and trying to really, and I like it. I like the ideas because I think the state would wind up making more money.
I like the ideas as well, and I hope it does work out, and I hope everything, you know, because I think initially it wasn't presented to a lot of people. We didn't know what was going on, and I guess the company was a sponsor, and I just went to represent the company. But it looks, you know, we'll see. You know, I guess we'll find out on election day how everything goes. And I think it's mostly that, you know, if he recognizes that there's a good possibility that tobacco business will increase by either capping it at 50% or having no tobacco tax.
Yeah.
And if you put it in play for a year, and then you can actually, you know, it's proof of concept. Here it is. Okay, it worked out great.
Oh, yeah.
Now we'll continue.
I mean, you just look. I mean, you got people from the city
Mhm.
that are crossing into Jersey to pay Jersey tax,
Mhm.
and everybody from Jersey is going to Pennsylvania.
Right.
You know, when they want to buy bulk, because
Well,
it's
especially
just
if they're
too
buying
expensive.
bulk, and what we want to try to do is just make sure that you keep it in with the brick and mortar. Brick and mortar is kind of the lifeblood of it, because if you don't have a place to smoke at home, which a lot of people don't, what do? You come to the lounge every day, you grab your cigar, you sit, you meet some people, you talk to the regulars after a while, and that's, I think, the biggest thing is it becomes a community and a culture. Besides the culture, it's always community first for me. You can walk into a cigar shop you've never been into before, and you can leave with 6 new friends.
Absolutely.
When you leave, right? I mean, it just works out that way. And cigars, and this is not my line, and I always say that it's not my line. Somebody coined this phrase, and cigars are the great equalizer. I think it came from a couple of different variations of lines, where it doesn't matter who you are and what you do, what your vocation is, what your job is. You're actually here, and what's brought us here is a cigar. What do you do? You're a cop. What do you do? I'm a fireman. What do you do? I'm a garbage man. Oh, what do you do? I'm a neurosurgeon, but I love cigars. And we're all sitting around enjoying a cigar.
Yeah, and I've said it many times on the show
Mhm.
before. It's the last great melting pot of America.
Mm-hmm.
You give me someplace else that you could go to anywhere in this country
Mhm.
that it's all walks of life.
Right.
I mean, and it is, and it's.
Right.
I don't. You're exactly right. It's from the guy that makes $12 an
Mm-hmm.
hour to the Fortune 500 guy who's sitting there having a cigar,
Exactly.
talking together, sharing a bottle, and just hanging out.
Yeah. Like I said, walk in, not knowing anybody, walk out, 6 new friends. Just
Absolutely.
works out that way.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And it's for every level of cigar smoker too.
Right.
Like I wouldn't say amateur, but
Mhm.
I'm relatively amateur.
Yeah.
And you could just walk in, and like you guys said, you sit down, you bring a bottle, you sit down,
Mhm.
that's it. And the
Yeah.
conversation starts, and there's always a TV on somewhere, and
Yeah.
everybody starts BSing, and he's 100% right. You leave with, even if they're not friends, you got 6 new contacts.
You got 6 new contacts
Yeah.
that you're there. You have people
Familiar
that you've met.
faces.
Now you'll see them the next time they might. And also what happens is, I'll tell a brief story. I'm hanging out Main Street one day after the work day is over, smoking cigars. 2 guys are there. They're having a little chat. Whatever. Said something to them about a cigar from another company. I won't mention because it's Tatuaje. So I keep, I have to be respectful of my company.
Of course.
And the guy just happened to open his humidor. He said he was down from the DC area. He and his pal were there, blah, blah, blah. And opens his humidor and hands me his travel humidor and hands me the cigar that I was talking about. And I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, that's what it's all about. So Ray, he's there sitting with me. He mentioned something. He's like, what about it? Okay. The other guy had the cigar, hands it to him. So I go in the humidor, I grab some Tatuaje. They, of course, knew Tatuaje. Ended up giving it to him, but that's exactly what it was. It was just like, here, you've never tried this? Here, try it. And they weren't in the industry. They didn't know I was in the industry. They didn't know anything about it. They just handed me a cigar and they said, here, try it out. I'm like, thank you so much. And I mean, it was an expensive cigar.
Yeah.
So.
But it's crazy too. You never know who's going to walk through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, that's the other thing. I've met so many people, famous to a certain degree. Somebody said, how did you get to know part of the comedy thing that I've kind of cultivated with comedy and cigars? And it was Bobby Kelly. Bobby Kelly, we were watching on Instagram. We were following him, me and my buddy Steve from my father. He's in the same territory as me. And we're just going, Bobby Kelly smokes cigars? I didn't even realize. We started to watch and whatever. We knew he was going to this one lounge. So we kind of stalked him a little. We didn't stalk him there, but we knew the manager of the lounge. So one day he gives us the heads up and he goes, hey, your buddy's here, Bobby, come up. I'm like, I'm on my way. And we got to meet Bobby and we started hanging out and then we became friends. And then we started getting invited to parties at his house, introduced us to all the comedians, and cut to almost 10 years later now, since the beginning of when I started. Now I'm going to, every year I go for the last couple of years now. This is the second year I'm doing it. The year prior we did just donation. It's a show called Skankfest, and it's Legion of Skanks. It's a bunch of comedians. They go and Bobby put together a cigar lounge, a couple of pop-up tents with cigars. The first year I just donated the cigars along with my father's cigars, so Tatuaje and my father. Second year we did it, I was there. And I was in Vegas and I maintained the lounge. I took pictures because I wanted to get social media photos and everything. And again, the cigars were donated. This year I'm going to New Orleans in November for this.
Oh, nice.
So you guys will see all the photos, but like, you know, Bert Kreischer, David Tell, Ari Shafir, Tim Dillon, Nate Bargatze. I mean, all the big guys that are around, they all come in. Some of them want to sit down. We just did a dinner thing over at the Stand Comedy Club in New York City. TJ Miller was there and he was carving this porchetta that we were eating that night. And TJ has been in Silicon Valley that everybody knows. And he was in a couple of the Deadpool movies with that other guy. So yeah, you know, with the other guy.
Now, Mo, you got to talk to Tony. Tony, how long have we been smoking cigars now? And how many famous people have you introduced me to? Zero. All you do is yell at me about camera angles, and you guys need more cameras because my cousin at Fox says so. This guy's meeting people from movies and all this stuff. Come on.
I don't rate.
Listen, Mo.
I'm smoking cigars with the wrong
Listen,
people.
Mo, the other Mo. Anytime you want, we'll hook that up.
There you go. See?
We'll
See how
take
that
care
works,
of
Tony?
that,
We just
yeah.
cut you right out.
In 3 minutes, Tony's out.
We're cutting Tony.
Mo
right
has his own show now.
There you go.
Mo is welcome anytime.
Yeah,
Thank
leave
you,
it.
brother. I appreciate it.
Mo's Big Blue Stogie review starting next week.
We just switched. There you go. Yeah, just take your earbuds with you.
Got it.
But it's crazy. So my mother's been gone for a few years now, and when she was alive, I was at a shop and I went in, and I had an appointment, and I walked in, and they were like, "The big man's here today," because one of the guys who was the owner of the shop, Secret Service, and he was still active at the time, Ralph. I don't know if you know him, but I won't say his last name. But anyway, he goes, "Big man." I'm like, "Who are you talking about?" He goes, "Clinton." I go, "What Clinton? What are you talking about?" So I look around the corner, and former President Bill Clinton is sitting there having a cigar, and a bunch of people are there, and I see a couple of the, you know, of his Secret Service, his detail. And I was like, "Oh, shit." Okay. So they said, "You want to meet him?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then he says, "Do you have any cigars?" He goes, I looked at him like, "Really, bro? Like you're asking me if I have cigars? Come on." So I grab a couple of cigars. He goes, "He likes some on the lighter side." I walk over. I said, so he put the lit one down because he didn't want to be photographed with that. And I gave him the cigars, and literally he just goes, "Tell me about your cigars." And I was like, so I explained a little bit about them, and they said, "Would you like a photo?" And they took a couple of photos with my camera, with my phone. And I didn't know if I should touch him. So it's like a very awkward photo. Like my hand is up here. Like I didn't put my hand on his
You're almost waiting to get punched by the Secret Service.
I'm like, the Secret Service is just gonna like
Tackle in the
they're
shop.
taking me down. Like I'm, you know.
Sir, can I approach you?
Yeah, I know. And he's very, you know, and he's a slight, you know, he's skinny now. He's not, you know, the build he was then. And this was a few years ago. So that whole happened surreal. Like the most famous person I've met because of cigars. That's it. That's the most famous person. And I call my mom and I go, "Who do you think is the most famous person I could meet because of cigars?" She names a bunch of people. I send her the picture. She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, really?" She couldn't believe it. I said, "Mom, see, and all those times you were saying cigars aren't good for me." And but yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys got? Anything else?
No,
That's it. We're going to do shortly. It's going to be a short one today.
No.
I want to talk about the cigar.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I've said this before on our shows. I love Ecuadorian Habano wrapper.
Mhm.
I love Nicaraguan filler and binder.
Mhm.
So this is my go-to
Right.
for a tatuaje.
Great.
Hold on, stop everything.
No, let me guess. Yep. There it is.
Wait until you were on him on the center view. I wasn't going to disrupt anything, and you still got to make me fucking center of attention.
No, I'm making.
As Mo talks, just follow him around with the camera.
I'll just keep talking.
Whoa, you got Wingstop?
Wingstop and pork roll today.
Oh man,
Yeah, we're getting spoiled today.
All right, thanks for coming. The show's over.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming. Listen,
Time to eat.
We're going to eat. See you guys later.
Hey Mike, just so you know, Mike, this is Mo, Mike.
Well, since I'm already interrupted, I'm just going to look in front of you.
Yeah, go ahead. I like that pipe you got. Just so you know, how long have we been smoking cigars with
Peace pipe.
Tony? Where'd he go?
He's gone.
He's in the green room.
And he's gone.
And he's out.
Don't worry,
Thanks for
he'll
coming.
come babbling.
Yeah. He's gonna. Of course, he's gonna come right
Here it
back.
comes.
How long have we been
There's my
smoking
time.
cigars with Tony?
I don't know, long time.
Are you not listening to what I'm asking you?
No.
How long have we been smoking cigars with Tony?
How long
This
is
shit
it?
fell apart quick, didn't it?
You know how many
Years.
how many famous people has he introduced us to?
Zero.
Zero.
Yeah.
You just missed Mo's story.
It's,
He
Yes.
met Bill Clinton. He's meeting all these famous people through his friends that he smokes cigars with.
And he offered to bring him in one day, so you know.
The problem is the only friend I have is
Is that
Don.
mic on? Is that mic on?
Yeah, this mic is on.
Did you supply him with the famous Lewinsky cigar?
No,
No,
sir.
it was after the fact.
it was way after
All
the
right,
fact.
Did you ask him about it?
I did not.
Cigars?
Yeah,
Don't say anything
that's
about
not something you ask him
Yeah,
about.
no.
Mike would have.
Mike, Mike with a BPN mic on top of that. He
And his press pass.
So,
Don't forget
sir.
the press pass.
Yes, I did not because I did not want the Secret Service
To tackle you.
You don't want to be on Hillary's list
tackle
either.
me and
So.
throw me out of the place. So,
Yeah, we try to get this guy whacked.
all right. So you were saying about Fausto, or just Ecuadorian Habano and Nicaraguan.
So what I was
binder.
saying is, when I go for a Tatuaje cigar, Fausto is always my pick because it's right up my alley. I
Right.
love it. Obviously talking about this cigar, if no one's ever had it, nice leathery, oily wrap on it,
100%.
which is always that Ecuadorian Habano look.
Right. Well, especially in the darker and the higher priming.
Yeah.
I mean, so for sure that's because you can have a light Habano that almost looks Connecticut,
Right.
which we have on like our Surrogates Crystal Baller. That's a Habano wrapper, but it looks like a Connecticut wrapper. You're like, oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I could smoke this. And then there's all the everything in between. So this with the blend and the strength and people, because I tend to smoke stronger during the day and then I taper off a little bit at night. I'm not trying to like blow my palate out at the end of the night or just get hopped up on nicotine and caffeine, because I can still drink espresso at like 11 and be fine, not a problem. But now add to it the nicotine.
Yeah,
Now
all our adrenaline is
I'm
gone.
like, that's it. I'll be up.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not. So I'd rather taper off and I go to either Habano or I go to something else, or I can even go Mexican Maduro. Mexican San Andres is fine. We have a lot of stuff that we feature Tuxtla. The Tuxtla wrap. Tuxtla is the region that we get the Mexican San Andres from. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm a light in the morning.
Yeah.
Pepper
A lot
in
of
the
people do that
afternoon,
because
yeah.
they do light paired with their coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, or espresso, and I'm an espresso-holic. Like I'll drink black coffee if there's no espresso. But for me, espresso, I can do a couple, 2, 3, 4 doubles during the spread out over the course of the day, and I'm fine.
Oh yeah, we gave you one. They slapped it back, and we're right back at the
And I was like,
bottom.
all right, yeah, okay, let's go. There we go.
Yeah, this was number 3 for me.
Mhm.
already. I start up double right in the morning.
That's what I did
This
this
was,
morning.
you
Same
know,
thing.
nice little
And this-
single now,
And
and
this
then-
was the same exactly. I just
Yeah.
had that, got topped off. Thank you. And yeah, that was it. But I enjoy the blends. And like I said, when I discovered Tatuaje, it was because of a certain blend, and that was La Riqueza. And then I started to explore the entire portfolio of everything. And it was a lot less than it is right now. I mean, there's a lot. We have a lot out there. We have a lot of stuff that's made in Nicaragua. We have a lot that's made in Miami using the same tobacco. But, again, there's some differences, tweaks and blends and things like that. And that production in Miami is quite a bit less than the production coming out of Nicaragua.
So Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I was under. Now, how many cigars are they making out of Miami?
I couldn't give you the number, but I know that some of the stuff. So the
Well,
original
how many rollers do they have down there?
11.
11.
That's it.
That's it.
It's 11 rollers. So they're rolling what they're calling that the initial offering that Pete had out, which was called the Hunter Selección de Cazador, which means Hunter's selection. Hunter was his dog. So the first 6 sizes of cigars: Havana Cazadores, Únicos, Noveas, Taínos, Especiales, Regios, Hunter. That's how he did it. And then he also did it with a couple of other cigars as well, named after his dogs. In the red label, it spells Havana. The tattoo, we have 4 sizes in tattoo. It's actually a 5th, but 4 sizes: Caballero, Universo, Bonito, Adivino, Cuba.
Oh, look.
Yeah, so you mess around with some of these. Pete's very like amazing marketing, creating, and he's developed fans, like a fan base. Like I don't think I've seen any other company that has it like that. Like where they're literally coveting, waiting for the next kind of drop. What especially when it's Monster Month. Especially if it's featuring something like next year, I think it's going to be crazy for us because the next Monster coming out was one of our most popular at the time, and that was the Jason. And the Jason is based Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, and it's Connecticut Broadleaf Maduro. And I mean, it's just a bold, big cigar, and I think people are going to they can't wait to taste it, even though they've they're loving the Mummy right now. I'm sure they can't wait for that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's the blend on the Mummy?
Mummy is Ecuadorian. I'm sorry, Criollo wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and filler. Yeah, but the Criollo kind of mimics, not mimics. It's in the same vein as, and it's the only Criollo Monster we make. If you ever smoke the black label, that's the wrapper that you're smoking. So.
You had a picture you wanted to use there, Tony. We don't have it.
What's that?
Do you have a picture that you wanted to use?
A picture? No. I don't have a picture.
Oh.
No, you could have put
A picture of Tony?
I should have. You know what? I didn't even think of it.
This will be the next scary face.
Had I thought I was going to talk about President Clinton, I would have sent you the photo of that because I still have it. It was a great photo. They would have been like, "Wait, he met."
Well, if you want, send that over to Dawn once. We can
All
upload
right.
it
Yeah,
midstream.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
Send it to me and I can
Okay.
get it.
100%.
But it was.
Tony, send us the picture of all the famous people that you hung out with.
Nobody.
You're killing me. I mean, go ahead, scroll through. Don't scroll
check.
through your phone like
Let me
you're gonna
check.
find somebody.
Check.
I'll find a few. I'll find a few.
Dawn.
I'll send you a couple. But it's funny. Like last year
Does
when
Mike Burke count? I mean,
I mean, if you ask Mike Burke, he'll say he counts. He views himself as a B-list celebrity. So I mean,
you got
Oh,
a picture maybe
D-list.
of Eric in there with me. I don't
what was funny? It was funny
Foxtrot list celebrity.
last year when I
Eric, we
was
love you. It's okay.
when I was at Skankfest, I asked everybody if I could take a picture with them holding either my father box of cigars or the Tatuaje box of cigars. And everybody was fine. And then everybody know who Jeff Ross is, the Roastmaster General.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Jeff Ross is there and he's smoking a cigar and he's like, I said, Jeff, is it cool if I get a picture? He goes, you have to be in a picture with me. I'm like, Jeff, nobody wants to. You have to be in a picture with me. So that's the only picture I have with any of them is with Jeff Ross. And then there was a group photo that was taken where you just see kind of the New York who's who of, the comedy guys. And I'm in there. So one of my friends sees it. He hits me up about a week after. He goes, dude, were you in Vegas with Louis J. Gomez and Bert Kreischer and whatever? And I go, yeah. He goes, I saw you in the photo. And I go, yeah, I had the cigar lounge. I was sitting there 14 hours a day in 105-degree heat, cutting and lighting cigars for these guys and just asking them for that. But it was a lot of fun as well.
So you're outside with them
So what it was a big in the venue that they had was like this atrium area where they were doing the merch and everything, and they were kind of staging people to go into the different showrooms for it's literally just comedy after comedy, different shows, different people performing, different comedians performing. In there, it's air conditioned. Where we were under the tent, a little bit of shade, no air conditioning, unseasonably hot. Last September in Vegas, it was 105 every day.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, and 3 days I'm in the tent.
But it's a dry heat.
But it's a dry heat.
Yeah.
It feels like you stick your head in an oven.
I hate that.
Mhm.
Oh, it's dry heat.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still 100.
What's the weird thing is if you're out in that sun, you want to wear long sleeve shirts
Mm-hmm.
because it just stings.
Exactly.
It stings. There's
Exactly.
no way to describe it.
Yeah, and this
Unless
area
you've
was
been there, you don't know.
yeah. This was right by Fremont, right? Like right by the whole Fremont at the beginning of it. So like there's a Denny's and a White Castle, and this whole complex has a movie theater, a tattoo shop. There was I think a arcade, and then they took the entire second or third floor, and that was all the different places that you could go see the comedians perform.
So they were just rotating through you.
They just were rotating through, and they had a whole schedule down and everything. So yeah, it was crazy. It
So
was really
iced espresso that day.
Oh yeah, no, they had a cooler filled up, and I was mainlining cold brew and water. And the funny thing is, I was sweating it out so fast, I didn't have to go to the bathroom.
Oh no,
I am.
pouring.
I was literally just sweating it out as fast as I could take it in. It was sweating it out. So I just tried to balance the caffeine because
I mean, 105 and smoking cigars has got to be rough.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
it's too much.
Yeah, the only thing we found out was we needed a certain size cigar now because the bigger ones they tended to waste. Not their fault because they were in between shows, so we need a little something small,
Need
like a
something that's
petite
like
Corona.
30
Yeah,
minutes.
it's like so, like a little
Yeah,
petite
right.
Corona. I want to bring some, and then Robustos if they have a little bit more time. No Toros because it really doesn't make sense because nobody's going to sit for an hour and 15, an hour and 20 in between unless it's the end of the night. So maybe I'll bring that in. So I just have to talk to Pete, and Pete's been very, very good with providing the cigars. I just say I need cigars for this. He goes okay, because especially with comedians. And I asked them. I had Pete for like 14 hours. I had him fly up to go do Bobby Kelly's podcast, YKWD. You know what, dude? And he was promoting just cigars in general. He did something very special for Bobby. He did like personalized boxes for him. And he was talking about the movie that he did, which was Hand Rolled. He was the producer of the movie. And it's a great movie. If nobody's seen it, it's on YouTube for free. You can go check it out. It's a great informational kind of thing about the cigar industry. Just a 90 minutes. Talks about a bunch of different manufacturers, what goes on, how everything, what the little history was, going to Nicaragua, some of the Cuban guys that were there from the beginning. Very, very good. Yeah.
I like it.
Mhm.
I like it a lot.
Listen, you're at the 45-minute mark. Why don't you take a break, get up, stretch yourself a little bit, and allegedly there's how many wings, Mike? 40. All right, yeah. Allegedly there's 40 wings there.
And then we're gonna come back, and Dom's gonna eat his first pork roll sandwich.
First of all, it's not pork roll.
It is
Taylor ham.
100%.
It is pork roll.
Oh my God, it's absolutely pork roll.
For
Mo,
those
you're
of you that
gonna you're
hadn't
gonna settle this, but
Dom
You're-
has never eaten pork rolls.
the
so-
guest always gets the
Taylor
final
ham.
say on it, and don't answer yet, Mo.
Okay.
The
I won't
debate
do
is
it.
whether it's
Well, I
the
know
pork
what he's
roll or
going to
Taylor
say.
ham.
I already know his answer.
You know
Well-
where I live.
That's
Tom knows where I live. So.
so,
I already know his answer.
Listen, it's like the Maginot line, right?
Yep.
We know what the we know that line. It's the Taylor ham pork roll line. We know exactly where it is.
yeah, no.
Like North Korea versus South
Yeah,
Korea.
it's-
Just stand on that line.
Yeah, get up, stretch your feet, have some, prepare for the pork roll, and anybody that says Taylor ham is not coming back on the air. Thank
There
you.
you
See
go.
you in a few.
Thank you.
All right.
views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to the Big Blue Stogie review. Down
Welcome
here in
back.
beautiful.
Mike's crying in here
Financial
because I
Studio.
forgot to grab him a cigar. So
Oh, no.
somewhere during the taste test, we're gonna have to grab him a cigar because otherwise he's gonna throw a temper tantrum.
Hold on.
Oh.
You got something?
Got it.
Throwing cigars.
That's
There
it.
you go. He's got a cigar.
Ask you
Stop
shall
crying.
receive.
That's it.
So, nice little break.
That was a nice break. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to Mike, brought us nice little wings.
Yeah, very good.
Little wings
It's a
from
little-
Wingstop.
It's called an appetizer.
Little appetizer
That's
because
it.
we have one of the most pinnacle moments here in the Big Blue Stogie review.
Oh.
This is not.
And I had
not a
that. This
good-
is exactly
not a good
why I
second half.
waited. I waited to bring Mo, not
Because I love food.
not Mo the producer.
I do as well.
I
Mo,
love food.
Mo is a foodie.
I
I have to ask you one thing too.
I
We'll have to ask you about
appreciate
Guy
food.
Fieri.
Oh, Guy Fieri?
yeah. We'll have to ask you about
So
that.
Guy Fieri, I've met him twice.
Okay.
The first time, I know Mo the producer is going to be like, what the
Well, he's already-
hell?
I'm just already stopped.
He's already just like, okay, really? So the first time I met him at the PCA.
Okay.
And I was trying to just connect because a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, he's known him a lot longer. God rest his soul, Carl Ruiz. They called him the Cuban. And Carl passed away 2019. Guy knew him. He was working on Guy's grocery games. He was doing whatever. He was Guy's Ranch Kitchen. And Carl happened to be a New Jersey guy. Grew up in Passaic. Had a couple of restaurants. Worked at a couple of restaurants. Great chef. Ended up opening his own restaurant called La Cubana in the meatpacking district. And then unfortunately he passed away in his sleep.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So had the Widowmaker, basically.
Yeah.
That was it. So Guy, while Carl was alive, I made him a custom humidor through a friend of mine, and little thing on a 3D printer. And he goes, "You have to make something for Guy." He goes, "I'll get you his logo," and his logo is the chef, the skull with the thing, and the chef's hat. I forgot. I think it's called a toque or a toque. I forgot
Yeah, I don't know.
exactly. Yeah. So I made him that, sent him, and Guy Fieri was like unbelievable. Like sent me a thank you note back with a bottle of wine, like also signed, and then another thing. Anyway, cut to most recently, about last year, he was in filming again for Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. He was down in Belmar.
Okay.
At 10th Avenue Burrito.
Oh,
Down there,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
One of the first places he had gone to years ago in Jersey. And he's there and he's promoting Santo Tequila, the one he does with Sammy Hagar. So we're there and I'm this far away, like me to Dom. Like he's behind the bar, I'm at the bar. Steve and I are there. Steve, again, my father, he's a big fan, a big tequila guy. I love tequila. So we're there, we're having a couple of drinks, whatever. So he's done. And we're like, we want to go talk to him. We brought him cigars and talked to him about Carl, but we didn't know how to approach him. So again, stalking comes into play. So we go outside and we find this, like, I don't know if it was a Denali or a Yukon. Like we just looked and we went, it's got to be his. So we went outside, we stood there and he finally popped out and he was like, hey, it's today, Guy. We talk to you for a second. He goes, hi guys, I got to go. I said, can we give you some cigars?
You
Stop dead. He
stopped
goes,
in his
yeah.
tracks.
Comes over and we said, here. And he goes, you guys know I own a cigar company, right? And we both looked at him. He goes, yeah, we both know Eric very well. So you don't have to, like, it was because we both do.
Yeah.
So he's like, wait, I know. And then he was like, all of a sudden things kind of fell. I said, Steve works for my father's cigars. I work for Tatuaje. We were both, we have the wristband that we wear for Carl, which is the Cuban, and his hashtag was Ruizing. So we both had it on. Then and he actually spent 5 minutes with us having a great conversation. And we gave him the cigars and we said, just wanted to say hi and say thank you and whatever. And that was it.
Oh,
So,
cool.
yeah.
Nice.
So Mo, producer, I still have an in kind of with him. So
Oh,
So next week
Tony,
we'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
Guy Fieri. on
Tony,
here.
Tony, you have officially been replaced, Tony. It's over.
So
Mo,
Mo's
how do you
first
how
show-
do you feel about hosting a cigar show, Mo? I mean, what Mike wants to know though is, do you know Mike Rowe?
no.
And Joe Rogan.
No,
Those are
Rogan-
Mike's too.
So
I'm
Rogan.
not a star fucker, but I want to meet Mike Rowe. I love Mike Rowe.
No, Rogan is funny because the guy who makes his cigar, I happen to know. Again, I'll keep it without saying names, and when I saw him at the trade show a couple of years ago, because of Bobby, because of Ari, they had got me a couple of the Joe Rogan cigars, and if you know who makes them. I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
So I smoked it. It was really good. So I saw the manufacturer, the owner of the company, who I know, and I walked up to him at the show and I go, "Hey, by the way," I said, "I smoked the Rogan cigar." He goes, "What'd you think?" I go, "I didn't want to like it, but it was really good." So he started laughing. I go, "I'm glad you got to try it out." So, but Rogan is, somebody knew somebody who got him in with the other company, and again, it's fine.
Yeah.
Not my company. I tell people all the time. I said, "Oh no, this and Tatuaje." I go, I just sell cigars. I work in New York, New Jersey, Eastern Pennsylvania. That's what I do. I sell cigars. I said, I'm more active on social media than the rest of maybe the sales force. I don't know. Pete does what he does. Casey does what he does. Dan does what he does. The rest of the brokers or whatever, you guys, I choose it because it's a tool that I can educate, and it's free advertising. And you know what? If it's giving a retailer or a consumer a shout out and it makes them happy to see that he got my attention, he got the company's attention, and because he put this great post up or whatever, I'm more than willing to do it. I didn't sign up to do it initially, but I'm happy to do it now because it just, it perpetuates Tatuaje. Here it is, So now you go, if Tat Tuesday, because we have that hashtag for Tuesdays.
Oh, you see the posts everywhere.
You see them
Tuesday,
everywhere, and if you go onto my Instagram, into my what do you call it? What the hell do they call it? Into my Instagram stories. That's all I have on Tuesday. It's just guys that have tagged me that were reposting, and they usually tag me, Pete, Casey, Dan, whoever it happened, and the company, obviously. So if you want to follow, you follow Tatuaje Cigars on Instagram. Pete Johnson is Tatuaje INC, so you can follow him on there. And a lot of times, he'll repost your stuff. I mean, and if you tag me on there, I'll definitely do it. And mine is easy. It's TATLATMOE, Tatlatmo. So
Tatlatmo.
Yeah.
There you go. I like it.
But I love food, and food came into that was the whole thing where I started doing posts with food and cigars and things and showing some places that I eat. And then people started getting a little weird, and they go, "I don't know how you're still alive, man. Is your doctors?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Do you think
Everybody's a critic.
everybody said not only are they a critic, but they see the portion size?" I'm like, so now I have to almost put a disclaimer. I'm like, there's always leftovers. I went to the one spot that I got a sandwich at a couple of weeks ago, go back to Maine, have a cigar. I was on my way back up from work in the shore area, and I had half the sandwich in my car. And then I had just sent it to a text thread. It was me, Angelo, Ray, and Frankie, right? Angelo's like, "You're not walking in here. I can't believe if I'd known, I would have had you get me a sandwich." I walked back to my car, gave him the other half of the sandwich. He goes, "I don't want you to take your food." I go, "It's still hot. Eat it now. I don't want to put it in the fridge and then it won't taste the same. Eat the sandwich."
Absolutely.
I ate half. He ate half. There's always leftovers. So I don't eat. What you see is what I want you to see. It's not necessarily what I ate.
Yes.
The whole portion. I definitely ate it.
Unless Smurf makes it.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
That's a whole
Yeah,
different thing. She
she's-
makes some incredible
She
stuff.
makes. Yeah, that's basically our conversations are, okay, listen, something's got to go in the test kitchen right now. And, usually it's just like this
I
or
think
that.
I was sitting there one day when you
Mhm.
called her up, and she came in with like pound cake, egg and cheese, or something like that.
So she found these little pound cakes and used them as the rolls for a breakfast sandwich. That's next level.
Yeah.
As they say, big backery. That's next level, But it was really good. And usually she'll give it to me and you go, "Here, try this and see how it is." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I can't. I gotta eat half." And then she's like, "Yeah, but I did the pork roll and cheese version and the sausage and cheese version for you." I'm like, Jesus. Okay.
I'm glad we got the answer. It's pork roll. Thank you. There it is. See, listen,
Came out organically, so
100% came out organically.
You got to make sure when Dom decides to eat this, you have a big drum roll. I mean, we're definitely.
We'll lead into this now.
Oh, yeah,
What
no,
are we talking
Hold on.
about? now?
Since we talked about
let's
pork
go.
roll, and Dom, you said, I asked you before, I said, how long have you lived in New Jersey?
All my life. Born
You've
and bred.
lived all your life. How in all of what is delicious out there in the world, I'm not going to say all that's holy, all that is delicious out there in the world, have you never tried pork roll and cheese or a PEC, whatever you want to call it,
All right.
pork roll, egg? Like, what is going
And
on?
I just want pork roll and cheese. I didn't want to throw egg in
no,
there.
no, no,
because
no
it's
egg.
like,
No,
it's
no,
too
no.
much, yeah.
For me,
No, I don't like egg
listen,
on it either. No,
Listen, meat and cheese, I'm in. Any kind of meat and cheese on bread, I'm good to go.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, the egg changes the dynamic.
egg changes
Dom,
the whole
See,
you're gonna.
I would probably like it more diluted down with a little egg.
No,
All right, so
no.
why dilute it down and why haven't you tried it?
All right. So I'll give you the backstory.
Go ahead.
I'm not a big ham guy.
Okay.
I hate the look of deli ham.
Okay.
You know, growing up in North Jersey,
Yeah.
you work at pizzerias, you
Yeah.
work at sub shops, you're kind of helping out,
Mhm.
you're moving around from time to time from different places.
Mhm.
Now, I hate the look of ham. I hate like boiled ham. Those cold cuts just look disgusting.
I'm with
Right. But I love like prosciutto. I
Mhm.
love, soprasadas, like
Right.
different salamis, anything pork
Capicola,
product. Love it.
all of
Love
that,
it.
right.
Capicola.
Right.
Ham I always kind of associated Taylor ham with ham just because of the name ham is attached to it,
Fair enough.
right? And I've said this story before. The reason to me it's called Taylor ham is growing up, my mother loved it was like her Sunday treat.
Right.
But when you went to the deli and you ordered it, you always ordered it as Taylor ham because you wanted to make sure you had the Taylor brand
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to
Yeah.
Case or whatever other brand they had in the deli counter. You know,
Case is a little smokier.
Yeah.
Case is good too, but you're. Guys,
so and that's the reason why I always knew it as a Taylor product, Taylor ham, right? I know there's stories out there. It used to be called Taylor, and the government stopped them because it's
Because
not
there wasn't enough
there's no
ham
ham
in it.
It's just a meat product,
And right now, it's called John Taylor pork roll.
Yeah,
That's what's
and
on the
again-
box. When you get the cases,
right.
it says either John Taylor or whatever.
And I'm that guy we'll still call a tissue a Kleenex. Hey,
Mhm.
hand me a Kleenex. You know, it's a brand association thing to me.
Make me a Xerox copy.
Right.
Not make me a copy.
Right. Now make me a photocopy. It's
Right.
a Xerox. Give me a
I got
Xerox, and that's the reason why it's always been called
And it-
Taylor
and
by
it's-
me.
And it's funny because Bobby Kelly, my friend, he calls cigars bats. And I never really heard that term, but it was something he called them bats. Let's go smoke some bats. I've heard sticks, which I don't really, I'm okay with sticks, but it's really, when I heard bats, I was like, bats, it must be a Boston thing because that's where he's from. He's like, dude, let's smoke some bats, man. That's a good bat. And that was Bobby. So
Where does it? What's the origination from?
I don't
You
know. I didn't
Oh,
even look it up. I should have looked it up
Yeah,
on Google.
I mean,
because-
I've never heard of it.
This
Listen.
is why we have blue.
Blue is going to. We have a fact checker right here.
Why are cigars called bats?
Drop that
Wait.
right into AI. We're good.
That doesn't mean everybody has to stop.
yeah, exactly. Doesn't mean you fill it with that air now. Now you got to
No.
fill that while she's looking,
Don't
Tony.
all
So
look at her while
God.
she's looking it up.
so
No, let's all
It's because of the Spanish
let's
word
just
for
stop.
bats, but I don't know how to pronounce the Spanish word for bats.
spell the word
Murcielago,
murcielago.
which was used to name a cigar brand due to its dark Maduro
Yes,
wrapper
and
and
we
its
know who
connection
makes
to a
that.
cave filled with bats in Mexico.
Right, and because there was also a Lamborghini murcielago as well. The
Nice.
Lamborghini, but everybody pronounced it incorrectly, and they said murcielago. So
Oh.
yes,
I absolutely would have spelled.
Yeah,
pronounced it
isn't that
wrong. That's why I was
Trump's
like,
yeah,
oh no.
That's a Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago.
Oh,
Mar-a-Lago.
But yeah, that's
Salmonier.
Salmonier.
sommelier.
Salmon yellow.
Oh, there we go. See?
Salmonella. Yeah.
Sommelier.
Salmonella.
Very good. So we're gonna try this.
So that's
Yeah,
the backstory.
so
let's go.
Yeah.
So,
So,
what do you think, Tom? You think you can?
You could choke down a bite. Pause.
I mean, come on. You got to give us your.
So 1 to 10 review. too.
Yeah. We
I
gotta
think
go
this is a 1 to 10 review. I'm gonna tell you
1
right
to
now.
10.
I already housed mine. It's a 9.6.
Are we?
Oh, no way. That's
1 to
way
10.
This is-
We
this
want
is-
the
this
flavor profile, the smell. You know?
This is a nice healthy sandwich.
I was just gonna say, very thick.
I'm going with the smell test first. All I smell is the Kaiser roll, which is good. That's not turning me off.
Mhm.
And I've said this before. Admittedly, if Taylor ham,
Mhm.
I'm going to say it.
Like you
picks
can almost hear him
everybody off.
swallowing hard too. Like he's nervous about
Oh,
eating
no, I
this.
am nervous. I'm
prefer a hard roll.
delaying myself from, I'm
He's
stalling.
trying to get out of it.
Dumb, you're gonna be all right.
I'm
Trust
hoping
me.
like a big seagull swoops in, grabs it out of my hand, flies
It's-
out the other window. and,
It's closer
I'm
to
like,
sausage than it is ham. I'll put
All
it to you that way.
Yeah.
You're
I'm a big sausage guy. I mean,
it's closer to sausage than it is ham. Trust me. I'm not. I wouldn't.
I think it's closer to salami than it is
Really?
ham.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'll
I
go with
think
that. Yep.
It's that
In
it's
between.
that in between bologna and salami,
I love bologna.
but with a lot of with more garlic.
All right.
There you go.
I'm going in. I'm going
Go in with
my
it
first
now.
Bite. I love the smell of it when
Mhm.
it's being cooked.
Mhm.
I actually like the look of it. I like when it gets that caramelization on it. It's just never.
Stop filibustering.
All right, I'm going for it.
Go in.
Here we go. It's not bad.
All right. There you
so-
go.
So I'll say this, and I said this off camera. I'm not a huge ketchup guy
Mhm.
on sandwiches.
Okay.
So for a true taste, I'm probably not getting much of it because I'm tasting a lot of ketchup.
So you know what you do? Open it up and pull the bottom piece of the meat out, so you get it
So
without the
I'll
ketchup.
pull
There
it.
you go. Yep.
A virgin piece out.
There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. I'll be honest with you. I probably avoid, but it's not bad. 1 to 10. Okay, so I will give it a review. Based on because I've never had Taylor Ham before in my life, so it's the first review.
Well,
of
you
this.
still haven't
hold
had
on,
it. You had
hold on,
pork
hold on.
roll today, but
Wait.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
What brand is this?
Yeah, I was going to say you still haven't had Taylor Ham. You've had
Yeah,
pork
this
roll.
is Case.
So wait, hold on. I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you had spam
Case.
before?
Spam? No.
Okay.
No. Again, and it
that
goes
might
Spam's
be
it's a
phenomenal.
visual thing.
So that might be also in that realm, like if you sliced a thin piece of spam,
Right.
like
Right,
in that
fry it.
same sort of, and you fry it in the same way.
Yeah.
It could be in that because you know the Hawaiians have that musubi. You know musubi?
Yeah.
It's that snack thing that they have, which is spam, rice, and with the little shoyu sauce or whatever sauce they put on there, and then they wrap it in a nori, in one of those seaweed leaves, and they have it as a snack. It's crazy. It's like a little rectangle, but it's so good.
Like Hawaiian sushi.
It is. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
spam sushi. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. It's spam sushi.
I have
All
a-
right. So 1 to
I-
10. Go ahead. Go for it.
Well, so 1 to 10. I mean,
Just do flavor, not comparing it to
flavor
ham.
wise, it's good.
Okay.
It's good. I like the garlic,
Mhm.
garlicky taste. I love like salamis.
Right.
I'm not a big Genoa salami guy. I'm
Mhm.
more of like I like peppered salamis, soprasada, stuff like
Right.
that. A little bit of more kick to it.
Mhm.
But flavor wise, it's not bad. I taste the garlic. It's a little bit smoky.
Right.
Again, I said with the ketchup, it kind of detracts from it a little bit as far as getting the overall taste. But it's good with. I mean, American cheese makes everything good, especially
The
when
best
it's-
melting cheese.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Gouda's not bad.
Gouda's not
Good
bad.
is good too.
I've had pork roll with Cooper White recently. Very good. Nice little alternative.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost thought about getting the one with mozzarella, just make it a little more.
With what?
powerful. Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
With who?
Mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella. Yeah.
Mozzarella.
What are you straight off the boat? A mozzarella.
How you doing? Listen, can I get a gabagool?
Yeah, you got
sandwich?
any
gabagool.
gabagool over there?
That's it.
Calm down, honey. When you start meeting famous people and bringing famous people around, like Moe would if he was hosting the show, then you can start pronouncing things like you're right off the boat.
I'm useless.
Well, all right. Well, now your words, not mine.
The roll is good. The roll's got.
The roll is key.
Don't you think it'd be better if it was a hard roll?
No, I
No?
like a Kaiser roll for a breakfast sandwich. Quite honestly.
I think what happens
You know,
with the
That's
hard
not a
roll
breakfast
is,
sandwich. That's pork roll and cheese. There's no egg there.
I think,
but it's
Could be mixed.
Right.
Like it could be a breakfast
I
lunch.
could.
yeah,
for me,
it could be
this is
either
a
one.
bre-
You could have it for dinner.
Yeah.
100%.
I've had it for dinner. The only thing I noticed with the hard rolls is the crispier the roll, you end up just wearing a lot more of it, especially
Yes.
if you're in the car
Right.
where the crumbs are there, where the soft roll just kind of works. And there's certain sandwiches I prefer on a hard roll. Certain
Same.
sandwiches I
Same
prefer.
as
Yeah.
me. It changes the dynamic. Like a bacon, egg, and cheese to
Mhm.
me belongs on a Kaiser roll.
Yep.
I'll do it sometimes on a crusty,
Mhm.
Italian bread
Yeah,
or
yeah,
semolina roll, just because I love that bread.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, it belongs on a Kaiser roll.
Mhm.
So with that being said, I would give this probably about a 7.5.
Nice.
I do like a bit, but
It's a good
but this
score.
is good. I don't hate it.
how,
and I
do you, how do
wouldn't-
you have your eggs when you have a breakfast sandwich? Fried over?
If I'm gonna like scramble them, so to speak, I
Mhm.
like loose. I like soft scramble.
Me too.
If not, I
Creme
do
fraiche.
like
Gotta
a,
put the creme fraiche in it. That's
Yeah.
how you get them nice.
Mhm.
or a little bit of little runny with like an over easy
I got you.
on a sandwich.
Yeah, the
but
creme
that's when you're at home,
Mhm.
you know, because that's not a sandwich you're taking on
No,
the
because
road.
you're gonna everything's gonna squeeze out. And
Yes,
you're gonna wear it.
yeah,
So.
and then you
which
waste
which
it.
I've done.
And you got to dip that bread in the yolk. I weirdly
That's
eat.
how my girls like that.
I weirdly eat over easy eggs or sunny side up eggs.
Mhm.
I cut all of the white around to eat that separate, and then I eat the yolk whole. I just like that like explosion of the yolk. I love the taste of the yolk, you know. So I'm weird like that. I don't
Eat what you like. Eat the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
you like.
absolutely.
There's not a problem. That's what I tell people with cigars. I said, smoke what you like.
Yeah,
Smoke what you like, and nobody should reach in your pocket and tell you what to spend your money
but
on.
not bad.
Especially on
I
cigars.
will eat it because I've already broken my fast with one bite, so I will finish.
Oh, look at this.
I don't want to
I
see
mean,
it.
yeah, no, no,
Bite.
he's finishing it.
We'll see.
This
No.
might be history right here.
Now, preference wise, I would go a little thinner on the cut.
So,
of pork roll,
personally,
or
when I-
Taylor ham, however you guys.
when I
wanna-
get these, I like thin sliced, and if I'm making, I like pork roll thin sliced, almost crispy like bacon.
Like that would probably be my go-to
Yeah,
if I would.
I really
you
like
know.
it. Enjoy it more like that.
Yeah.
Than I do the thicker cuts.
Meanwhile, Dawn's just sitting over there nodding, not saying a word.
She's
Dom.
eating her
I'm
sandwich.
just
She's
listening.
having a
She-
nice
She's just
sandwich.
happy she got the other half because she knows it would go to waste.
What do you think about the pork roll?
I don't have any. Oh, I
Oh,
thought you were
me?
talking to me. I have Taylor ham.
It's kind of tough for me to judge it because I don't like ketchup and I'm not a big American cheese fan. So there's a lot of American cheese.
And there's a lot
So
of
you got a zero then.
Zero. Zero.
But I mean, it would be good.
Zero
With a
point
different-
zero.
With a different cheese, it would absolutely be better and not
4 whole
Having
fat
ketchup on
chickens and a Coke.
like if it had
Yeah.
provolone. Oh, it'd be amazing.
So if I had no cheese, no ketchup, you'd
no,
actually.
if it had provolone or any
Was
cheese, but
plain on a
American cheese.
plate. She
I
would
don't know
love
about
it.
provolone. Mo,
Oh,
what do you
I
think?
love
Provolone with that?
No, it's
Mm,
amazing on pork roll.
Nah.
Provolone, I've had it. It's not bad. I think it's just such a iconic sandwich with the yellow American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Yep.
the cheesesteak I get with the whiz, and it's fine. And usually in Philly, it's whiz or provolone.
Yeah.
Now the Cooper Sharp is kind of taken over. And that's the thing, but it's really good. Like I really, really enjoy that Cooper Sharp
Likes a
white,
little
that
tang
white
to
American.
it.
Yeah, it has the
yeah,
tang.
it's nice.
But I think that, especially for it, and it's funny, it's something I talk with Michelle all the time about food and mouthfeel and how how it eats. If that had eggs on it with 2 or 3 thick slices, great. If I'm just eating a straight pork roll and cheese sandwich, I want it super thin, like a whole pile,
Yeah.
and then the cheese just melted through the middle, and then folded over, and then another cheese on top, and it's great. And the roll, a little toasted on
toasted.
there.
I actually like a Portuguese roll.
Yeah. Portuguese roll, I love. Yeah, no,
Portuguese,
they're so good.
Portuguese
Yeah.
roll on top of that.
Yep.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Cigars
I
and
mean,
food.
I would probably, if I was going to make this at home,
Mhm.
if my wife or somebody was like, "Hey, make me a sandwich," I would probably go egg and cheese,
Mhm.
and maybe 1 or 2 very thin slices. Again, crisp it up a little bit,
Yeah.
caramelize it up.
I
a
got
little
it.
Oh yeah, the crispy. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that preference.
yeah,
That's
caramelized,
my
yeah,
girls
definitely.
are the same way. Definitely crispy it up for
Yeah,
them.
well
They're-
done.
Yes,
Yeah.
Well
100%. But the egg, it changes the dynamic when you
Mhm.
put that on there. It makes everything a lot mushier. Like
Yeah, it's
it's
true breakfast.
yeah, it's
Yes.
different for me. I can't do it. Like Mike knows when he gets these sandwiches in the morning. Like I'm just straight pork roll.
Yeah,
with cheese.
I just love again because we were talking about this earlier. I fast a lot, so I crave what I consider breakfast food
Mhm.
all day long because I don't get to have it. So a lot of times my lunch becomes a breakfast food. You know, I'll have buddies like I'll post something on Instagram or Snapchat or something, and my buddies are like, "Oh, is that what you have for breakfast?" I'm like, "No, that was lunch at 2:00 in the afternoon." You know,
Yeah.
because that was my first meal of the day. But I'm just craving that breakfast food. There's times I'll just start whipping up, pancakes and bacon and eggs and potatoes and stuff, just because I miss it.
Yeah. That's the same for me. It's the first meal can still be breakfast,
Right.
depending on when my last meal was, especially with intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
So if my first meal is at like 1 p.m., I don't care. I'm having breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And,
oh yeah.
And when I
All
went to that
depends when
one
you're
spot
working.
and I put that video up, and I said, every once in a while, you kind of inadvertently, just because timing doesn't work out, I like fast almost 24 hours. And I
Right.
didn't mean to do it, but it
Oh,
just
yeah.
worked out that way. And then I went to get this monstrous sandwich and I ate half, and that was it. Like I was done. I gave Angelo the other half because I was like, I'm done. And that was a one and done for the day. And usually I don't like to do that. At least 2 meals if I can within that time that,
Yeah,
that I can
And
eat.
24 hours is kind of easy if you
Mhm.
think about it. Like
It's not difficult.
there's times where I'm so busy, my
Mhm.
first meal doesn't come till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like you, I'm living on coffee and cigars in the
Yep.
morning. You know, a couple glasses of water,
Mm-hmm.
coffee, the espresso's going, couple cigars, and you don't even realize it. It's 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I'm
Right.
eating, and that's my first meal, and I'm
Right.
breaking my fast.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, you know what? Why even have dinner at that point?
Yeah.
You know,
I can't, because even by that time, I don't want to eat that late, because
Right.
then it shifts my time
'Cause-
out for when I can eat the next day.
yeah, and I do probably the most typical, the 16-8.
Yeah.
Uh,
I do the same.
but
16.
and I'll just go to the next day and say, you know what? Okay, I can push myself again till 2, 3 o'clock and go
Mhm.
with that 24 hour. So it's easy.
You know what they call that? They call that OMAD, 1 meal a day.
Yeah, OMAD.
OMAD.
Yep.
Can't
Yeah.
Campy's on. He says pork roll, bacon, sausage, egg and cheese with a hash brown and spicy mustard with pickles on a Kaiser roll is the ultimate hangover cure.
I could believe
So
it.
he eats that every day, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I could believe
He'll
that.
tell you today that that sandwich he's going to have tomorrow is awesome.
I
no,
think, I think what they end up calling a lot of times with the guys that do the 3 meats. So there was a couple of different ones that I used to go to. My friend Donna, she owned this great deli in Edison, and it closed down a few years back. It was called Donna's Hometown Deli, and she used to make a sandwich called a Gut Buster.
The Gut Buster.
And the Gut Buster is now eggs, cheese, bacon, sausage, pork roll, hash brown patty.
Oh boy.
And hash brown patty next levels it.
Place in
I'm telling you.
Bridgewater we used to go to.
Yeah,
It was kind of
so
our Monday thing. It
belly-
was called the Belly Buster.
Belly Buster,
Yeah.
Gut Buster,
Yeah.
those, and she used to do it on half a sub.
Yes.
Oh, I-
So
big
me
sandwich.
in my ultimate I don't even want to call it. In my ultimate fat era, you know, just eating like an asshole, I would have her take. I was like, okay, so how much do you put on here? So I'm like, okay, double the pork roll. Give me 2 sausage.
Triple
patties,
it.
Give me this. Give me two. I need 2.
Can you put that in a garbage bag?
And then I would put it. Then I would put it on 2 round rolls.
Oh yeah.
So I would end up with 2 sandwiches, and she would just make the adjustment, and she would make it for me. And this is in the days of like, I would eat 2 of those plus 2 Snapples. I'm like,
Yeah.
no wonder the doctor's going, hey, listen, if you don't lose weight, we're gonna replace both your knees. No, I'll lose weight. I'll eat less.
But you definitely have to tell him to double up on the pork roll, especially when that's my pet peeve. Because
Right.
again, I'm a pork roll and cheese guy.
One slice.
Right.
And a piece
Well,
of cheese.
because what
Yeah,
they
I've seen
do
that.
is they don't amend. They take the egg off and they don't amend the amount of pork roll. Like if I'm not getting any egg, you better put an extra 2 pieces of pork roll on there and make it a legitimate sandwich. Like these sandwiches were legitimate sandwiches. You go to some places and they don't amend anything. It's like, okay, well, you're just getting that 1 slice of pork roll that we would have put on top of.
And it's still 1850.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I ask Mo a question?
Sure.
Which Mo?
Sure, Mike.
Well,
Do we have a choice?
Which
Go
Mo?
He's a foodie, so I want to ask him one question.
Go ahead.
I asked this on the air once before.
Sure.
Like I like 3 eggs. When I go to get eggs and stuff,
Mhm.
I like my eggs over easy over medium, but I get 3 eggs.
Right.
Now, if I change my order from 2 eggs to 3 eggs, what happens with the toast?
Oh,
Good question.
Should I have to ask for a 3rd slice of toast, or should I get? If I have 3 eggs, shouldn't I get 3 slices of toast?
I would always think, yeah, because the bread's got to equal with the.
Yes, you
Yeah,
have
right.
to have
You
one
gotta-
slice.
you- listen, that
they
was-
don't do that. They don't give you the extra slice of toast.
Yeah,
with
he's
the
got to
extra
order
egg.
the extra order.
That was that movie Fatso with Dom DeLuise, where he says, hey, you know, because you got to have the bread's got to come out even with everything else. Like it has to. You have to have enough bread to actually
See?
finish
No, I
with the
told you, you
plate.
argued with me.
I agree.
Thank
No,
you.
100%. I used to get extra toast. I would just say, give me 3 slices of rye. Like if I was getting an omelet or
Right.
3 egg scrambled.
So
with
glad I
anything,
heard you
yeah.
say rye too. Rye is the best
No,
breakfast
rye,
toast.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah, 100%.
there's no debate about that.
Listen, no white wheat from time to time. If I'm feeling, I want to save some calories. Rye, because it's still not bad for you. And sourdough is like my other one. Like I love
Yeah.
sourdough. If
I love
sourdough's
sourdough.
available, if sourdough's available,
I've been
I'll get
eating
it.
a sourdough rye, which is like
Yeah.
Ooh.
next
Mhm.
level too.
Look
So-
at you, him.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
pumpernickel. Pumpernickel gets
I like
Pumpernickel, I love.
pumpernickel. I do.
Actually, pumpernickel
I do like
bagel is very,
pumpernickel.
very good. I really
Pumpernickel
enjoy it.
rye bagel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
it's
the
best.
marble. If you do
Yeah.
Oh, the marble
pumpernickel-
rye. Now we're
Mar-
into Seinfeld.
Yeah, marble rye.
Now we're in this-
Yep.
Sorry. It happens.
Yeah, that's my thing. I love food. I just cigars, food, everything. You know, that's it. There's very few pleasures in life. I drink from time to time. It's not like something all the time, but I enjoy it. And what when I do, I want to drink something good. But I don't mind eating bad food, like not the best quality, because it has its place as well. It's like when people talk about pizza. Like, yeah, there's great pizzerias everywhere, but every once in a while, Domino's has its place.
Yeah, you need
It
that
has its
thin
sock
crust
the
bacon.
alcohol.
Yeah,
Thin crust bacon.
It has its place. It's the same with burgers. Like, I love a big steakhouse burger, but my preference is smash burgers. Like, I would have that. But if you've never been to White Manor, you should go to White Manor at some point.
Yes.
And go get
Now you're talking.
You just have to. Like, I took my
The
boss.
system.
I took my boss the first year he was working. He was on the road with me, Casey. We were going to an event where there was food, but we had some time, and we were in that area, and we were over by Hackensack by Rubens, and I'm like, yeah, I got to take you here. Like, let's go. And then we went, and we sat at the counter. He's like, oh man, he ate the burgers. I'm
Walk
like,
back and
Get a plate of
Yes.
4. It's
Yes.
like an appetizer.
It really is.
They go down easy. I don't know what it is.
I get like 2 or 3 doubles. I'm good. Like the singles are fine, but
I like the singles.
Yeah.
I just like the balance.
Yeah. I mean, White Castle not as much anymore,
No.
but
I love White Castle.
I'll go to White Manor. I'll go to White Diamond in Clark, New Jersey. Fantastic as well. White Rose System is
White
another
Rose
one that
System.
has
Highland
it. Yeah.
Park, yeah.
Yeah. Highland Park, and there's the one in Roselle Park. I think. Yeah. I think there's one in Roselle Park too. But yeah, so and that's my thing is a lot of times if I'm going destination wise, going to see a shopper, there's something I want to find where I can go. So like if you look at my Instagram feed, it's cigars and food and booze.
Yeah, you're
That's it.
picking your travel out.
I'm just doing my travel.
On.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to be up here. So I'm going to go get this here. I'm going to make sure that my time is right for lunch. Then
Right.
like I'm going there. Like there's a place down in Vineland. I haven't been down in a while. And it's all over my Instagram. I need to go to this place. They make crazy chicken cutlet sandwiches and I have to go. So.
Oh yeah, I try and actually look for places
Mhm.
anytime I travel,
Mhm.
anytime and I try and hit those spots
Yeah.
up that you see all the time. And some of them are good, and some of them are like,
But at least you know, like I
try,
don't want to
yeah.
take anybody's word for it. I'll try it, and that's why I won't ever tell somebody like, "Hey, where can we go eat here?" I'm like, "This is where I've been."
Yeah.
Well, I heard this place is good. I've never been, so
Right,
if you
yeah.
trust my judgment, go to where I've been. If not,
Yeah.
you're on your own. I told them, "Yo, you're on your own." You
Well,
do
they,
your thing.
they need to trust your judgment on White Man, and don't put the link to their website in the
Mhm.
comments. So put it up on the screen. So you need to go to White Manor.
Yeah,
One-
White Manor is really.
and
really
eat
good.
if you're gonna
Now, which
take
one
the
do you like?
fries to go, Jersey City. If you're gonna take the
Jersey City.
fries to go, eat them before you get to your car because
Yeah.
the grease will soak through the
Yeah.
bag. You're not making it.
There's also one in Hackensack too.
I've been to both.
Yeah.
through the
I've
bag.
been to
Which
both.
one do you like better?
I usually go to Hackensack just because it's easier to park. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh no,
and I'm
Jersey
over
City
there,
is
and I'm over
is
there
tough.
a lot more because the Jersey City one's on Tunnelly,
Right.
and it's just it's a bear
Yeah.
to park over there. Where Hackensack you can park, and if you time it right, you can actually sit at the counter and eat too.
Yep.
I don't have to eat in the car, and then my car smells like cigars and
And the fryer.
and
Yeah,
grease
exactly.
for like a week.
exactly.
I
Try to
do
get that.
prefer the Jersey City one,
Mhm.
but like you say, parking is a bear. There.
Parking
Yeah,
is a
I mean,
bear
it's,
over there. It's so difficult. to
Tunnelly
park.
Avenue, Burgerline Avenue, all those avenues that go through there. are just
Parking and just
tough.
getting in
you know?
there. There's no easy way in or
Yeah.
out of Jersey City.
Right.
It's just horrendous.
Unless it's like 3:00 in the morning on a Tuesday.
Nah, even
bad.
still.
Yeah.
And then actually, if it's 3:00 in the morning on any day, you really don't belong in Jersey City. Get the fuck out. If it's 3:00 in the morning and you're in Jersey City, get out.
Don't stop at the red lights.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, there's a couple of good burger places in Jersey City. I'm trying to remember. One of them was called White Star. I think that was
Yep,
one of them.
White Star.
right? In
White
Jersey
Star's-
City. And
Dave,
there was another one.
David
in
and Dukes, I think, or something.
There was one that had a small chain. There was one called Diesel and Dukes.
Diesel and
Diesel
Dukes.
and
Yes, that place is
That I never-
Wait, that's a
phenomenal.
chain though, right?
It's a
Diesel
it's a
Dukes?
small chain.
Yeah.
And Diesel and Dukes used to have one in Montclair, and I went to the one there, and I tried the most uniquely different burger, but it worked. But I don't know that I'd eat it again. But at least I was happy that I tried it.
Yeah.
And it was a peanut butter and bacon burger.
I've had the peanut butter and bacon burger, and I actually thought I liked it.
I thought it was very good.
Yeah.
And I don't ever crave it, and I won't probably
Right.
try to, like if it's maybe, but
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of
Just
stuff
put
where
the camera on the
you'll
door.
try it because
Yeah, I
it's a
know.
one and done thing, but you're not going to go out of your way to
No.
order it.
I think I got
What
the
about-
jalapeno burger.
Here you go.
I did.
Egg on
Ex-
burger. I am not an egg on burger.
I'm not a fan of egg on burger. I've tried breakfast burgers in a couple of different versions.
Hamburger is not a breakfast meal.
I just want you can do it, but it's just not for me.
Isn't that they call it the California burger? I think is that what that's called?
No, California burger
that's
is
an avocado. Usually
Avocado on it, right?
Lettuce, tomato, right?
It's like lettuce, tomato, onion, and mayonnaise.
Yeah,
mayonnaise, I think.
that's
California.
a Cali burger, LTO and mayo. Yeah.
There's two
Now,
things. I
pork
don't
roll on a
think-
burger is really good though.
Yeah, that's
What is
called
it, pork roll?
that's called the Jersey burger.
Dom's new
That is so
favorite
easy.
breakfast food.
So there's two things I can't stand on a burger.
Okay.
Number one is an egg. I don't think it
Okay.
belongs on there.
Right.
Right.
Fair.
Second, I can't stand a pizza burger.
Mm,
Nah,
Okay.
Not a pizza.
I'm with you.
And I'll tell you, the only reason why is going to diners in Jersey are the greatest, right? You can get every kind of food, get great Greek food where you wouldn't even expect it. It's home cooked Greek food in a diner. You get all kinds of like regular American foods. I never like Italian food in a diner. I don't think their sauce is good.
No.
It's always watery. Yeah.
And if you get it on a pizza burger, which is pretty much the only place that makes a pizza burger is like a diner, right?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Mhm.
They should stick to what and you get a great burger at a diner anytime.
But
I
a
just-
homemade pizza burger is
Turkey Club
amazing.
and French
Homemade
onion
is
soup.
probably
Everything.
better.
I
you
put it
know?
on grilled Texas toast and everything. I put the mozzarella inside the burger. Oh yeah, it's amazing.
See that, and that's probably
So
pretty
if
good,
you do
but-
that,
With
And-
real pizza sauce that I make. So
Well,
Yeah.
of course.
well,
you know?
you want the next level hack? You get the little pepperoni on top, and you do the cup and char pepperoni when you're doing it. Now you're talking next level. That's
And I'm not a huge pepperoni guy.
Oh,
and
no.
and I'll tell you why. And I eat it.
Next
I
on the
eat
Big Blue
pepperoni.
Stogie
No,
review.
no, pepperoni.
All right, Mo.
pizza.
Newsflash: you have no co-host now, Mo. You guys are
Listen, hold on
Mo-
a second.
Mo's
they're
gonna-
dropping like flies over here.
the Big
Now-
Blue Stogie review with Mo.
It's me and Tony because Dom is out.
That's it.
I love the
That's it.
taste of
Dom
pepperoni.
is out.
What?
Pepperoni and cheese, like as an appetizer, you have pepperoni and cheese on a cracker or something. Pepperoni on pizza is too overpowering. It takes over the taste of pizza to me. All I taste is pepperoni.
Well, that's like anchovies too. Too much
You have
anchovies
to
on a
say
pizza is too
What
strong.
you've tried so far. What pizza that I'm saying, based on what you've tasted,
Yeah.
that's what you've run into. Jersey City, Raza.
I've been to Raza.
Been around.
Okay. Have you had the pepperoni?
Yes.
What did you think? It's not
It's
not
not
like
strong like a regular
Right.
Hormel type
and remember
pepperoni.
the slicing pepperoni and those pepperonis that they use for like the New York slices and everything else. It's different than that cup and char
Right.
that the one that cups up with that. It's a whole different experience eating that. At least for me,
Give me a
pepperoni is my
slice with
favorite.
sausage, peppers,
I
and
like
onions.
the hot honey.
Me too.
Yes,
hot
hot honey.
Hot honey with pepperoni.
Hot honey
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Before our man-child Mike ran to his office, he said the same thing. When somebody had mentioned pepperoni, he says, "What hot honey?"
Hot honey.
Yeah,
100%.
that's
There was a place in Bound Brook that closed down, unfortunately, and it was. I got to go there a couple of times. My friend, who was a retired chef, Eric, took me there, and it was a place called Stan's Chiches.
Stan's
You know,
Kitchen.
Stan's
Oh,
Chiches.
many
Stan's,
times.
Stan's
Yeah, yeah.
Chiches.
So I
that was
worked
what it was called.
Somerset County. I
Right.
worked in law enforcement, so that was our
So
place.
you go there, and what they did was they ground the sausage so fine
Yes.
that it melted into the cheese and became more like a condiment, weird but it was so good.
Yeah, their
I would
sausage
get the
pizza
sausage
was-
pizza, not the pepperoni.
Yeah.
I would just get the sausage. That was that good.
Oh yeah.
And thin crust
Oh, you got
as well. I don't mind as Portnoy likes to call it, like football pizza, like your classic, regular
Well, there's a place for that. Right?
folding
Yeah.
slice,
Yeah,
that
there's a
whole
place for
thing.
that.
I love squares. I've been to LB's, Spumoni Gardens.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it's just,
Every time I go through Brooklyn, I stop.
every
See,
time
now
I'm
if
in
I had
Brooklyn-
known this, we would have gotten Garras here. Garras, they do that upside down Sicilian, so it's almost like a
Upside- yeah.
Philly style.
Yeah.
It's really phenomenal.
And I've had the tomato pie, obviously. I've had another one that they do upstate New York. I forgot what city it is, but it's a pizza unique to what they do over there. That's basically it's a tomato pie with just a little. I guess they just do a little shake cheese on top, and that's it. And maybe finish with a little olive oil.
Oh, you mean just the grated?
Just a grated, nothing else.
Yeah, that's what do they call it?
I don't know if it's a Utica thing. Like I
It's
know
not-
there's
it's not a
Utica greens.
It's not a Utica thing. They call it what do they call fair pizza.
Yeah.
Fair pizza because that's what they do at a fair. They just did the dough with the grated
Well,
cheese.
it's like
that's it,
New York State Fair. I go up every year for the last few years because my buddy, they have it in Syracuse, and I just go up there for a day to go eat. I just want to go and check out some new places. But the first time I had something called pizza frite.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, pizza frite, it's just long strips of fried pizza dough that they just put sugar on, like not like either cinnamon sugar or whatever.
Yeah.
Not like a Zeppeli. where
No,
it's
not like a
round, but
Zeppeli.
it's-
No,
yeah.
it's a long,
Yeah.
like this long, and it's in a wax bag that they give it to you. It's really good.
But I like that you said that to Dom when you said, well, what else have you had? Because that's also
Yeah.
a Portnoy thing. If he says, you know, you say, oh, well, this is the best pizza I've ever
Right.
had. All right, well, where
Oh,
else have you eaten?
Oh, Dom
Because
travels.
it's-
I can tell you that.
And
I
that's
get
the whole thing.
pictures.
Like, so have you been to DeLuccia's?
Million times.
So DeLuccia's I loved, and I used to work in Raritan, so I knew DeLuccia's from before he
I
blew
became a
up.
mess.
I was at DeLuccia's before they were on the map.
Me too.
Yeah,
You
oh,
know,
yeah.
I
Me
used to
too.
go in there and sit on there, have coffee with
Yeah.
them.
And Christian's great. Like I got to know him because my friend Eric got to know him when he blew up. And then we started going in there and we were like, you know, when the first time I went there, I'm like, I've been here before.
Yeah.
And he's like, when? I said, I used to work like 4 blocks over. So like I knew the place.
Now you're lucky if you can get a pizza.
Yeah. No, I remember I went in there one day at 11:35. I was waiting online and I walked in and he wasn't there. And the girl was like, I said, can I sit down? And she goes, no, they said, we're full. I'm like, you opened at 11:30. And she goes, yeah. I said, well, can I get a pizza to go? She goes, yeah, we can have your pie ready at 1 p.m.
Yep.
Because all the orders had come in. I'm like, at 1 p.m. I'm like, I'm not going to be here for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
You know, kudos to them because they kept it.
Yes.
They didn't decide to like, all right, we're gonna make 7,000 doughs tomorrow and just let
When
the
he
production
runs
go to
out,
crap.
he runs
Yeah,
out.
runs out,
Right.
runs out.
And
Sort of
I-
like what's his name in Elizabeth? before he-
Santillo's.
Santillo's.
Yeah, he's going to
Same
be
thing.
opening soon.
Crazy overpriced though.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
crazy.
I
yeah.
love the man,
Yeah.
Yes.
but the pie is like,
What's funny with him, you could walk up and be like, "Yeah, can I get 2 pies?" Nah, I'm closed. Get out of here.
yeah,
how
no,
he
he's
said it.
he's
Yeah.
wild, and
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
we had gotten it at work
Yeah.
one time, and you know the guy came back, you know, to collect money from everybody, and I was like, it was like $30 for the pie. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
come on, man, because like each topping
Yeah.
is its own thing, and it wasn't like the toppings are.
But if you eat that slice,
Sesame
you ate
seeds
a
on the
slice.
crust is considered a topping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
you know?
it's yeah. But again,
and I
the-
love
the,
their pizza.
the,
It's
the
great
guy's
pizza,
great. The
you
guy's
know?
as a
Santillo's
person is
he's-
phenomenal.
He's
Yeah.
he's a
Like-
funny.
like-
He's a character.
Like Star Tavern.
Yeah.
Star
Yep.
Tavern in
Nancy's.
Orange. Nancy's I've been to. Nancy's.
I love
I took my
Nancy's.
friend to. My friends came and his wife is the foodie. He'll eat, but she's like my food soulmate. Like she just goes, let's eat this. Okay, let's go. How about that? Yeah, let's go. Like so when she
I like
comes down.
Papa's. Papa's in Robbinsville. Delo's is good. You know, I like Delo's. Delo's doesn't
No.
travel well.
Never been
Um,
to either one. I've been to Robbinsville, but I've never been
So
to either one.
you guys would like because Papa's does a mustard pizza, which is very
I've
weird.
had the mustard pizza at the place that used to be in Garwood, that's now in Kenilworth, called Nola.
Okay.
Nola
Been there.
Portnoy did, I think, a review of finally, and Nola has a mustard and sausage pizza, which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's
I've
so
never
good.
had them.
Oh my
Turk
God.
swears by the mustard on pizza.
The
Swears
unique.
by it.
It's got a unique.
It's got a
like,
unique
you
flavor.
can't-
It's
Gives it
very
that
good.
tang.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat a whole. You know, like, and it's a bar pie,
No,
so you can house a
slice or
whole,
two.
but
A
a
slice
slice or two.
Yeah.
And I think he even puts Taylor ham on it. Believe it or not, Robbinsville.
No such thing.
Well,
Taylor ham
you
is
know.
like the Yeti. It doesn't exist.
That's it. That's
How
it.
do you know? Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Right?
Good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Go up to North Jersey and order a pork roll, and they'll look at you sideways, right?
I went to my friend's place. He's got a place up there. It's called Griddle This in Dumont, New Jersey. And I started going there because, again, I saw it on Instagram. This one food blogger I was following, vlogger. And I go to the place and I just, you don't think anything of it. And he's, hey, let me have a Taylor ham scrambled egg and cheese sandwich. And he goes, I said pork roll, scrambled egg and cheese. He goes, no, you mean Taylor ham? And I go, no, I mean pork roll, but okay, whatever. Whatever
Yeah.
makes you feel better.
Yep.
Then he's getting a delivery. I see the box. I take a quick picture and I go, hey, Eric, come here. Because the guy's, one of the owners is Eric and I got to be friends with. I go, what's that say? He goes, it's still Taylor ham.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
It's a religion to us, North Jersey.
I
They're
was in-
so ignorant.
I was in Pennsylvania once, and I was like, "Can I just ask you, do you have Case or Taylor?"
Yeah.
And the waitress looks at me. She goes, "I'll be right back." She came back. She said, "The chef looked at me and said he must be from Jersey."
Mhm.
Did they have either?
They had Case.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I'm kind of surprised because I know, like, a lot of places outside of Jersey, it seems to be
Case is
the unicorn, like,
yeah.
harder to
Getting-
get. Taylor,
getting- Taylor, any place else besides Jersey is very
Mm-hmm.
hard. You can, but a lot of people don't like the spice in Taylor in other states compared to what we do here. Because Taylor's a lot more spicier. Yeah.
There's a place down in Trenton, Meat Purveyor, or whatever you want to call it. They have Taylor ham, pork roll, hot dogs. Like as a breakfast hot dog. Like you can get it and then you can cook it any way you want. And you can put it in a roll. You can add eggs on top, but it's in the hot dog format.
Really?
It's
Right,
crazy.
that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
That was something uniquely different. I was like, okay. And I picked it up. Of course, I went and got some because they had mild and tangy. Or medium and tangy.
I've seen the sour. I don't get the whole. I don't know that I would like this meat as a sour.
No.
You know.
No, but if you like German food, I love sauerbraten.
Yeah, I mean, I love
Sauerbraten with the red cabbage and the spätzle. Yeah. But going back to burgers real quick, get a good burger, get a good brown beef gravy. Just dip that in there.
Oh,
just do it, especially if you have your fries, steak fries, well done. I'm telling you, used to be a place called Sun Tavern. I think they're still open.
Sun Tavern.
Sun Tavern. There's one or two that are still open. I think one's
Roselle.
Roselle, right?
There it is. Mike, come out.
That was our Friday spot when I went to the academy.
Andrew McCrone, that's our guy.
That was our Friday night.
The old world pizza with vodka sauce.
Yeah, and Sun Tavern pizza is amazing. And it was kind of like Star Tavern to a certain degree. But the burger there, they used to have a Jersey burger with pork roll on it. Yeah. And I would get a side of brown gravy and I would just dip it.
That's
crazy.
Yeah. Now it's funny how
like
everybody
probably right. Huh? I mean, if you're dipping a burger in brown gravy, it probably tastes like a meatloaf sandwich.
Sort of. But meatloaf has all the extra spices.
You get the spices
mix,
and stuff in there.
Where this is just kind of complementing just the straight up burger with salt and pepper on it, the cheese, and if you decide to put pork roll or Taylor ham.
I mean, Mo, you heard me talking about my triglycerides before. None of what we have discussed. Right
Tune
now.
in November 15th, where we're going to check on Mo's triglycerides.
They're going up.
We get them up to
about
454.
Well, the funny thing is one time I posted a salad on my Instagram, and they go, you know how many people they go, what the F is this? What is this? No. We don't.
Rabbit
we want to
food.
see everything. The cheesy, drippy, gravy coated, whatever. I don't want to see a green salad chopped up with, no.
Grilled chicken.
Yeah, exactly. I used to get a grilled chicken or a chicken. Like I went out to eat with some friends the other night, and I just wasn't feeling like anything so bad. And I got a chicken Milanese with the Caesar salad.
Yeah.
And they just put it instead because they did it with grilled chicken. Actually, can you do it with a Milanese instead? With the they did the Milanese with the regular mixed Italian salad. I said just make it Caesar because it was an extra. I'm like, whatever, just do it.
I love like a blackened blackened chicken Caesar salad.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Blackened chicken.
I'm with you.
Yes.
No, you don't like blackened?
No, I don't like
No?
blackened chicken. No, I'm not a big blackened.
See, I love that like spiciness, that pepper.
It's the same like
What do you mean? How do you not? What turns you off about blackened chicken?
I
You think
don't like the mix. Not like
well, you think it's burnt?
Yeah, I just don't like the flavor for me. That just doesn't pair well for me.
On next month's show, we're gonna have Tony eat a blackened chicken Caesar
Yeah,
salad.
you know what? Fair is fair,
fair
bro.
is fair.
100% fair is fair. No choice. On next week's show, Tony's gonna bring earbuds for everybody.
Why not?
No, you don't have to. No, I'm absolutely kidding.
As long as it's not shellfish.
Ooh,
No shellfish?
no. See,
Allergic?
fish, we're going down a whole different road.
Oh.
That's
Allergic.
Could eat
I
every
love
fish.
it. Allergic.
Oh.
Became allergic. Yeah, over the course of years.
I don't do fish at all.
Mhm.
Anyway, oof.
No.
Yikes. No, I
Uh-huh.
can't.
Shellfish or regular fish too? Like
Yeah,
cod, like a nice
the
piece of
closest
cod
I mean, cod I can do, like fish and chips,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. That I can do. But yeah, no. But although what I am getting into, crab cakes. For
Crab
some
cakes are good.
reason,
Okay.
Yeah.
some reason those just go down, especially when they put like the spicy sauce on there.
The spicy aioli.
Yeah. Oh
No salmon? You don't like salmon?
no, I
maple
wish.
flesh?
Even
Oh.
like
I love salmon.
I love salmon.
E-
Oh, yeah.
even like tuna steaks. Like I look at that and they look great.
Yeah.
But again, going back to the cod, like even that's hit or miss. Like cod as fish and chips, great.
Yes.
Then I got it the one time and they put like just some kind of bruschetta type stuff on top of it. Can't,
Oh, yeah.
couldn't.
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. It changes
All right.
the whole thing.
Cod, malt vinegar, or tartar sauce?
On what? For the
Cod,
fish
fried
and
fish.
chips?
and chips?
fried cod?
Fish and chips?
Vinegar.
Yeah, you got to do vinegar. Vinegar. I like tartar sauce, but vinegar. Tartar sauce reminds me of fish sticks when we were kids,
Yeah, true.
or fried clams. Like if
Oh,
you get a
like that.
fried clam platter,
Yeah.
that's we haven't
See,
even
now
done-
I like fried clam strip with good cocktail sauce.
cocktail sauce. Yeah, I
Me
know
too.
both. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Fish and chips. I actually prefer lemon, like a squeeze of lemon on
That's
top.
good too.
Yep.
Or tartar, if it's a good tartar sauce, like homemade with a lot of
Yeah, good.
like
yeah.
pickle relish in it.
Mhm.
Make
like
your
that.
own. Yeah, not the
Yeah.
store.
Yeah, it's easy to make on your own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, there's
Add
a
a
lot.
little heat to it.
And listen, I'll finish out the food talk with
Ready? Go with it.
hot dogs.
Love them.
Sabrets.
Gotta
Okay.
be dirty water.
Gotta be,
Sabrets.
I
gotta be
hate
natural
Sabrets.
casing. Gotta be natural
Sabrets.
casing.
Okay, Sabrets for sure.
Yep.
Ruts Hut.
Nah.
Have you
I
been?
do like ruts.
I like Ruts.
I like ruts.
I was at Hot Grill the other day. I was traveling with I work for ST DuPont as well, the accessory company, and I had my boss from ST DuPont traveling with me on Wednesday. So we went to go see a couple shops, and he goes, "Listen," he goes, and his name is Les. He's great. He's from Rhode Island. He goes, "Okay, here's what we got to do. We're gonna go see these guys, and then afterward, he goes, I need a good cheese dog and cheese fries." And I said, "Okay, based on where we were, we're going to Hot Grill," because I was going to take him to Ruts. And I said, they have this great relish that's made. It's a cabbage based, like yellow, that's so good, like the recipe. And he goes, "I don't need any of that." He goes, I said, "All right, we're going to Hot Grill. I'll just take you there." That was it. So
Yeah,
Hot
that's-
Grill in Clifton.
I don't discriminate when it comes to a hot dog. I don't care if it's boiled, flat top fried, deep fried, grilled.
See,
I'll
then you
eat a
should
hot dog
love
anyway.
you should love pork roll, and you're
Different
right because they're
taste.
right.
Yeah.
It's close, bro. It's so close. Yeah,
There's-
He
Golf
didn't
Golf Grill's
didn't-
good.
Goffle Grill I've
First
been to.
pork roll,
Go-
didn't dislike it.
There's
I-
the spot across the street here actually is surprisingly not bad. I don't know the name of it. The spot Toby's used to be great.
Toby's Cup or whatever.
Yeah, they're closed now. Right?
They're closed.
they're
Yeah,
closed.
they used to be great.
I think I used to go to Toby's back.
I
in
like.
the
Yeah,
day.
they used
I
to
like
be
They
good.
used to be
Tommy's
good
and
back in the
Elizabeth.
day.
What's
Tommy's
the,
and
That's
Elizabeth.
my
I've been
go-to.
to.
Tommy's
Hot dog
Elizabeth.
Johnny's was always pretty
what's
popular.
the
They're
one
on
with
46.
the windmill?
good.
Windmill.
Windmill.
Yeah, windmill. Yeah,
They got the big
what's the place at Windmill? The Windmill. Yeah, they're phenomenal.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
warned me about
hot
them.
dogs are about 12 pounds a piece.
Well, that's just it. Yeah, nobody warned me about them. I went in there the one day and I'm like,
I'll
"Hey,
take
give me,
4.
yeah, give me
Yeah,
two
give me
and a
2.
large fry." Like,
Forget
oh,
about it.
somebody's hungry. I'm like, "What? Get the hell out!" Yeah, no good.
There's a place up in Mamaroneck called Walters, and it's in this. It used to be, I think, it used to be a cart, and then it became a brick and mortar. But it's like a Chinese pagoda. I don't know why. I'm sure there's a history, and it's out there. But they split the dog in half, and they
Flat top.
flat
it.
top grill it, and the same with the rolls in big clarified butter.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Let me tell you, I was in Mamaroneck because I have a shop there. I got to go to Walters. I got to go check this place out, and I did it. I was like, "Oh my God, it was so good."
Don't get the Five Guys hot dogs. They're
Yeah.
ridiculous. $8,
Yeah.
and they're not even like oversized.
Is
They're-
it a half a hot dog? Somebody said it's a half.
It's
Like they
the-
split the hot dog, but you only get half.
Five Guys does it too. They do it flat as well, but
Oh, they give you the
yeah.
whole hot
it's
dog?
trash. It's trash.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
I think it was funny. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday about just the pricing of everything. I mean, obviously post COVID and post whatever, we understand pricing has gone up, and that's why a lot of people, when you're trying to find value for something and you're trying to get it, is it worth the cost? It's like cost versus worth for me. Like, is it worth it to do it? Where if the sandwich is X, like I go into a place and I just look at the price and I go, okay, I got to find out, what am I getting for a $7.50 breakfast sandwich
Right.
that used to be $3.75?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's double,
$2.75. Yeah.
$2.75.
Yeah.
Used to get a sandwich for $3. You get 2 sandwiches if you want, and a Snapple and coffee, and
And a
be out
coffee,
for
yeah.
under $10. And now it's like you get a sandwich and barely a cup of coffee for
Well,
10.
What was Jersey known for years? Remember, you used to drive down the street, you see butter roll and a coffee.
Butter roll and
Yeah.
coffee, yeah.
Yeah.
99 cents.
$2. You were in,
And it-
out, and you were done.
Yeah,
That was
and nobody else does butter rolls anymore.
No.
Like, it's only that's
There's a
true
place
Jersey
in
thing.
Manville.
Mhm.
It's I don't know if it's called the Manville Bakery or the Bakery of Man. They do homemade Kaiser rolls.
Right.
They're like kind of mini.
Right.
They're almost a little crusty on the top,
Mhm.
where they're a little crumbly, but they even do their own homemade butter. Let me tell you something. Probably the best butter roll I've ever had. Go in there for a coffee, you get 2 butter rolls and a coffee, and it used to be like $1.50.
Right.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Now it's
But you
like
walked out
6.
with 2 of these, and they
Yeah.
roll them up in wax paper, and
Old school.
I'm telling you, old school, and they're still the same.
Right.
Like I think it's Polish owned.
Mhm.
They still make their own pastries. They make their own donuts. And I'm not a big sweets guy, but a roll with butter from them. Game changer.
I would take a buffet of different breads with different butters
Oh yeah.
and just have that. I would easily eat that.
Oh yeah.
But again, we're getting to an age where you can't really,
You can, but
you can, but
it's riding the lightning.
You're exactly your cholesterol, like the doctor's happy right now. I just got my results. Everything is. She's like, listen,
oil, it's a little better for you.
yeah, exactly. But that's the whole thing with the price, especially being on the road. Everybody's like, how do you do it? You keep some snacks in the car that will kill the hunger until you can eat something more reasonable.
Yeah.
So that you're not going for
Burgers, everything.
as they call them, QSR, quick service restaurants, those fast food things that I don't, because it's crap and everybody's going toward it. And I'm not, listen, there's a place for it. I eat it. I can't say it's crap for you, but I still eat it from time to time because I like it.
Yeah.
It's tasty regardless. So let me not be a holier than thou and say I don't eat. No, I eat it.
Yeah.
I listen, I will, demolish a Wendy's biggie bag with a crispy chicken BLT. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But the problem, the whole thing is that everybody's going because the pricing is so good. So where can you go get
But even
a
that's not
sandwich,
work.
a drink, fries, and 4 nuggets for $6? Tell me any deli, any other brick and mortar place you can go. You can't.
At least
No.
12.
You can't. So you're
Minimum
sacrificing
12.
you're sacrificing quality, but you're also convenient.
Yeah.
They can just
It's
bang,
quick.
go
Done.
in, out. I'm done.
They stopped yesterday. Funny story. Stopped yesterday to get a sandwich. Pick up lunch from my wife, drop it off. And I got sweet teas. So before I walked out of the store, I was like, oh, man, sweet. Took a sip. It was not sweet tea.
Mhm.
Could you imagine what it was?
Unsweet.
Unsweetened, yeah.
No.
tea.
Worse.
Peach.
Nope. Salt.
Salt.
What?
The person grabbed the salt instead of the sugar.
And put it into
They're taking them for
I
you.
took a sip.
God.
I immediately spit it, and the manager, and I won't mention the place, but the manager, he was mortified.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, they had just opened. I'm like, bro, you got someone grabbed the wrong bag. He's like, what? I'm like, that's salt and tea,
Mhm.
right? And he was like, sir, I'm so sorry. I'll take that. I was like, it's an accident. It's all right. I'll get
Yeah.
a Coke.
Mhm.
I'll be fine. I get it, but it was pure
Mhm.
salt, and I was like, if this is that salty, I can't imagine how sweet the sweet tea would
Yeah.
have been, because man, it hit me and it punched me in the face. I was just like, oh my God. And meanwhile, people are in the store and I'm spitting this out into the garbage can,
Yeah.
whoosh. And he just looks at me, he's like, what's the
Mm.
matter?
I'm starting to see a trend with Campy. He commented again.
boy.
Everything for Campy is a hangover recoverer thing.
The third
I'm
best
thinking-
hangover.
He's like, a Jersey buttered roll dipped in chicken noodle soup is the third best hangover helper. Everything for him is based on what cures a hangover, apparently.
I'm telling you.
Campy, have you met it to exit 24 on 78 yet? Could you take a picture of the protesters on the bridge? We'd like to see.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a great. We're gonna ditch the bitch and flip the switch or whatever.
Matter of fact,
And we had a great show. Just so
We
you
had
know.
we had a great show, Campy. You had a great show already, bro. Turn around, go home. You're good. Yeah,
That was the classic hangover cure for us when we had the house down in Belmar with a bunch of my friends, and we would get the entire, as they call it, a chub of pork roll, and we had a slicer. And in the morning, there was a few of us that all chipped in on that, and we would slice, and I would cook, and we would just do pork roll and cheese sandwiches, and that was it. You just needed fatty, salty,
Grease.
cheesy grease to just soak up all of that queasiness that was in there from drinking whatever we were drinking, shots of.
How old are you?
Oh my God.
Man.
Without getting too deep, how old are you? Because it was probably Jägermeister. You look like that was the Jägermeister era
I
guy.
used to do Rumplemans.
Yeah, all right. Yep. We're about the same age then. All right.
I
here you
used
go.
to know.
And Goldschlager.
I probably go. Oh my God. I have a very funny picture of me.
Dr. McGillicuddy.
Yeah. I drank a whole bottle of Goldschlager one night.
Oh,
Yeah, it was bad. I'm over 60, so yes, I definitely used to indulge in that. But then when you were going down to the shore bars, they had apple pie shots, and they would do
$2 apple pie shots. Let's
apple
go.
pie. What was the
Yeah.
other ones that we used to have? There was a whole bunch of them. Woo woos. There was one called the woo woo. There was another one called you stick your finger in the thing. Woo woo. That's
And the cement mixers.
Yeah.
That was shit. What was
cement
that?
mixers. There was also
Plastic bottle, whatever.
Yeah.
And
brains.
Kool-Aid.
You ever had a shot of brain?
No, I know the one you're talking about.
So the
It's
brain
like,
is the one. It's a shot of, I want to say like Rumpelmints
Okay.
chilled. Then you would drip Bailey's, and the Bailey's would coagulate to look like a brain. And if you wanted to do a hemorrhage, you would put a little bit of grenadine.
yep.
There was a place
that was
I used
a
to go
shot.
to. They used to call that the abortion.
Right.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
it was, and it looked, you know,
I mean,
it looked like a test tube of God knows what the hell was going on in there. you
And
know?
then you had kamikazes, obviously.
Oh,
Then you
I
had
used to like
you
kamikazes.
remember mind erasers?
Mind
So
erasers.
mind
Yep.
erasers was layered. It was vodka. It was vodka, and then it was Kahlua, and then it was club soda. And you could actually see it layered. And you put the 2 or 3 straws into the thin straws in a rocks glass, and you'd suck it down as fast as you could because you'd hit the vodka, then the Kahlua would hit, and then it would cleanse with the club soda. And you drink like 3 or 4 of them. You're like,
I was like,
where are we at?
what was this?
What year are we
Fire
in?
and ice too. You got the 2 shots. It was
Yeah.
fire, water, and ice 101. Oof, golly. Are we still alive?
Listen, Boilermakers back in the day. You know,
Yep.
Irish car bombs.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
My favorite used to be the
Gorilla
Alabama
farts?
Slammer.
Alabama Slammers. I
That was
love.
my
Yeah.
go-to. Yeah. Used to
Slow
love that.
gin. Anything with slow gin tasted great. You're just like, yeah.
I'm more of a Zima with Skittles.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
there we go. It helps me wash down my Taylor ham. Fuck outta here.
I don't like pepperoni.
Yeah, I'm not-
I
I-
didn't
yeah.
say I don't like pepperoni.
I never
don't like it
had
on
a
my
what
pizza.
pepperoni.
I
What
don't
is pepperoni?
I'd rather hot sopressata on a pizza. I mean, I make my own pizza at home. I'm not a big go out for pizza guy unless I'm traveling.
Right.
So I'm very
Very
particular.
bougie of you.
Yeah, I'm very bougie. I import my flour from
Jesus
Italy,
Christ,
my
it's
tomatoes.
Jason Bourne.
I'm high maintenance when it comes to pizza.
He's
But
got his uni at home. and
No,
everything.
I don't have an uni.
What do you use?
I actually have an oven I imported from
Oh, here we
Tuscany,
go.
from Italy.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'm very high maintenance.
Yes.
I was the guy waiting.
So
Yeah.
why have you not made pizza and bought it here for us? When
So would you appreciate it though, coming in not hot? I mean, I'm an hour and a half.
and not only
drive
that,
from
yeah,
here.
you're right. Pizza itself doesn't travel. Once you put it in a cardboard,
Yeah,
it's
and
ruined.
It's
gone.
Neapolitan style pizza. You know, it's done in 60 to 90 seconds. So are you going to really appreciate it?
No,
Now I
you're right.
make
You're
little
right.
pizzettes, you know, which are really tiny. Growing up in North Jersey, like we would go to the bakery on a Sunday, and that would be you'd get that for breakfast, like a little. It was like room temperature. You just grab a little pizza. They didn't even warm it up. You know, you just grab that and ate that. So I do make those from time to time as well, and you know, but
no, this explains a lot.
there's just
Yeah, this
appreciating
explains quite a
hot
bit.
pizza coming off, you know, out of 1,000.
Listen, can I just do
degree
the show
oven.
with Dawn?
There you go. There you
Show
go.
with Dawn. That's it.
On next week's show of Moe and the Big Blue Stogie review,
And me, just
guests
me.
are going to be Tony and Tom. There you go. We're going to switch this right up.
Oh man, these guys are great.
I'm
Nah,
high
they're
maintenance when
phenomenal.
it comes to food.
I've seen Dom's Pizza. I remember seeing it on either Facebook or social media.
Probably
somewhere.
Instagram.
Instagram. I
do
used
share
to
a
see
lot
it
of
on there. Yeah,
food.
yeah.
I mean, I used to be Dom Hits Big. I used to
Right.
play
Oh
hockey.
yeah, yeah.
And now it's
Yeah.
Dom Eats Big, just
Yep.
because I like a lot of food. I'm a foodie guy.
Yeah, I stopped posting food for a little bit because again I was getting those weird
You're
comments.
getting the
from
hate
people.
comments.
I was getting
Yeah.
the hate, and it's just
Why? Like, who
you know what I
cares?
never understood, and social media is a blessing and a curse, right? Social media is
Yes.
it's a blessing that you can use it and you can show some stuff. It's cool if you want to share, and for me, it's free advertising for the company and Tatuaje Cigars, and we can just to bring it back to that. Yeah, it actually is tatuajecigars.com. But then you get the curse of it is when I first started working, I would post when I would go to a shop. And one of the guys who was also a rep for a different company, he goes, stop posting where you are, because what's going to happen is you're in a territory. And if you don't go see the other guy who might be in the area and you go see him and he follows your thing, your social media, he's going to go, how come you're not here? Like I had a guy literally this week, I was in Haverford, PA. And he goes, how come you didn't come by?
Right.
You were close. It's over an hour. That's not close. Like,
yeah, especially when you're already
if
on the
I'm-
road for
right,
7-8 hours.
and I'm already to get to Haverford's an hour and a half from my house. And I was trying to lay out and route my, so that I can maximize my time in the territory. And also, who am I going to go see with the potential to do some business too. I mean, if it's just a, if it's just a wellness, hey, how you doing? Everything good? Like, I'm going to work tomorrow at my desk because we have a deal dropping and we have something new that's dropping as well that's going to start shipping on Monday. So I want to make sure everybody has access to it as quick as possible because, I want to make sure I can get those sales in. But that's the whole thing with social media. But with the food side of it, it was just like, I don't need your comment. Like, I almost want to turn comments off so that I can just go, here's the food, like it, don't like it. I don't really care. I took the time to make the video. I know the people, and I always tell them, I go, none of my food posts are sponsored. I don't get free food. I pay for my food. That's it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not putting it up so that you can see it. A good friend of mine who owns a Mediterranean steakhouse, he goes, man, you went to Talercio's again? He goes, you still won't come to mine? I'm like, it's a different, to go see you and do a video of the burger, which I want to do. And I almost did it last night because I was coming up Route 1 and he's in North Brunswick. I was like,
where in North Brunswick?
He's right on 130. It's called Labibi Prime. And if you haven't been, you should go. And if you do, make a reservation and you talk to Tony. Tony is a very good friend of mine. Please tell him that I sent you there because he will.
It's in the middle of 130.
It's in the middle of 130. It used to be Labibi.
My wife teaches in North Brunswick. I live in
My
Franklin Park.
buddy Nick him and his wife used to own the restaurant prior to Labibi.
Yeah. And it was Labibi for a while, and then he did Labibi Prime, and he made it that amazing upscale experience, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I mean, next level service. Tony is fantastic, and he's a showman as well. You go, they bring you the case that lights up almost like, Pulp Fiction when they're bringing you the tomahawk and you got the flamethrowers and,
nice.
Dubai chocolate stuff. And it's totally halal. So there's no pork. So if anybody is, Jewish or Muslim, it's not a problem. They can go. But everything tastes great. Yeah. Like, it's really, really good. And he's incredible social media following. Like, if you don't check it out, you should go check out and see what he does.
Yeah, we put his link up on the screen.
Yeah, and he really does an amazing job with it. But he's very realistic about, you can make fun of yourself. Like, you can do some rhymes and do some stuff. And he's got one video that he did with that one guy, I can't forget, it's that big muscle dude, the couple of guys that come in and they were like, whatever. And he's got over 1 million views on it. Like, it's nuts. Like, it's nuts. Just on one reel. Yeah. So no, he's doing very, very well.
Boys, you're at the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
If you want to go around the table, do some plugs. Sure. Anything you got, you can
Well,
start.
what do you got coming up? You got anything?
Yeah. So we have the new Tatuaje Series P Honduras is coming out. It's their first offering out of Honduras. And what's unique about these cigars is we have 4 sizes of them, and the MSRP on all 4 sizes is under $5 per cigar. Really? I swear to God. So we had the Series P already as a Nicaraguan offering with a Sumatra wrapper. This one is different. This one is something different. And those are also under $5. So now we have the Series P Honduras, which is dropping. And so we have that. And we look forward to kind of finishing out the year strong and looking toward 2026. We have a lot of stuff coming out. We're going to have I think an all Honduran, if I'm not mistaken, that's coming out that we're going to show maybe in April. So that should be an interesting project. I think I was talking to Pete about it when we were doing live the other day. But I just want to say, I always have to thank Pete because he started coming on and he wasn't really doing stuff like this. And he gives me so much of his time. And I kind of feel, I feel lucky that I have a brand owner that gives me that access to him and time. Like, besides being able to, his brother is my boss and Pete's ultimately the big boss. But he gives me a lot of time and people go, man, that's great that you can just sit. And I said, part of it is that Pete and I have a conversation. I never interview him. I don't ask him questions that everybody else is going to ask him if he goes to do a podcast. It's really more about, hey, listen, I heard that this, or something. And then it's funny because sometimes in the middle, I'll just go, oh, yeah, wait a second, guys. Behind the curtains for a second. Pete, I got to talk to you about that thing. Remember that email I sent you earlier? And he goes, yeah. I said, I'll reach out to you in the morning. And they're going, what? Everybody's in the comments going, what? So, yeah. So anyway, social media, Instagram, Tatuaje Cigars, follow it. He usually posts a lot of stuff there. Tatuaje Inc. is Pete. You guys already have mine from before, Tatlap Moe. TatuajeCigars.com, and please check it out. Enjoy the cigars that we have. Everything's made at the My Father Cigar Factory, one of the best factories around. And thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank
It's been
you.
a great
Thank you
day.
for coming out.
No, it was
Had
a great. It
terrific
was a
time.
really, really great conversation. I'm glad we went to food, and Dom got to try
Taylor ham.
pork roll.
When-
And-
Taylor ham.
Dom's
Like I said,
plug will be pork
when he
roll.
said-
So
And we've
next
been-
month I'll be
Dom, I'm going to bring you a sandwich that Michelle makes, and we've affectionately called it the Crack Attack.
The crack attack.
Okay.
It's basically the Gut Buster,
okay.
but it's her version of it, and you have your choice of what you want it
Different
on.
proteins.
But no, the proteins are going to be the proteins, no
Okay.
matter what. But if you've never had it on a croissant,
I've had a lot of squashed croissant sandwiches.
no, not like that. This is a fluffy, big
Okay.
that Costco croissant that's like
Yeah.
you know that was at Chernobyl, and they
Yeah, you
made
get
it bigger.
12 of them for $4.
Not the one that you get from Pillsbury that looks like that. They call it the crescent roll, not a croissant. It's a crescent roll, which I
I'll be
love.
performing at the Taylor Ham Factory this month.
I'll be at the Taylor Ham
8 to
Festival
10.
last week. Yes. Next year, 2026 in October, I'll be at the Pork Roll Palooza.
There it is.
on my
Lovely
website.
downtown Phillipsburg.
DomsTaylorHam.com. Follow me.
Like I said, as soon as he said he didn't have to, and we've been going back and forth
Yeah.
on numerous shows about Dom not eating Taylor ham and pork roll. Right away, I was just like, I know the guy that needs to be on the show. He eats pork roll, and you came right
No,
down
and
to
I
it.
appreciate opening up my my palate to
The
it.
palate.
I've every year the guys from my old squad, we used to go to Dover,
Mhm.
and I would be the guy at the flat top cooking,
Mhm.
and I was cooking Taylor ham, every
Mhm.
morning for breakfast for these guys. Never even thought to try it. Smells amazing. Like I said, looks great when it gets that caramelization.
I don't
Just
know.
never
how you do it. That's
never-
amazing that you made.
never
It's
jumped in.
wild.
54 years, no Taylor Ham
Yeah.
or pork roll.
But I've made it
I
this
say
far
Taylor
without
for
it,
you,
know.
And now you're not gonna be able to go
It's
without
all
it now.
downhill from there. Now
What do
I
you
go
got,
to my
Tony?
doctor tomorrow.
All right,
He's
if
like, cholesterol's through the roof.
I know. If you guys are in the Atlanta area and you need some off-duty police officers, we have our sponsor, Armored Consulting down there in Atlanta. HireAtlantaCops.com. Armored Consulting provides top-tier off-duty police services, event security, traffic control throughout Atlanta. Our team posts certified officers, ensures professionalism, protection, peace of mind, and a safe environment for your business. So if you guys need somebody to protect you down there in the Atlanta area, please look out to Armored Consulting. HireAtlantaCops.com. We would appreciate it. Thanks to Jay for being our sponsor. I don't have any.
Who brought the sandwiches in today?
I brought the sandwiches.
Oh, you did. Thank you.
Thank you,
Oh,
Tony.
And
Yeah,
Mike
they
brought
were
in some
from
wings.
Rat's Deli here in Stortsville. Right down
Oh,
the
that's
street. Right with the Rats, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So very place you should definitely check
No,
out.
definitely will.
They have beautiful deli in there, all I guess locally cut
Mhm.
beef and pork and,
Nice.
and stuff in there. Sauce. I mean, they had everything in there. I mean,
I'm
it was
in.
pretty amazing type shop.
Isn't that
there.
where we got the sandwiches from the one day, Dawn? Rats?
Yeah, we got it from
Yep.
Rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the roast beef.
Phenomenal.
Cool,
really good.
cool place.
They have really good
Um,
steaks too. They're expensive.
Oh
but really
yeah,
good.
stuff in there looked amazing.
Mhm.
Stuff in there from everything from pasta to fresh cut steak, to
Yeah.
salads, everything else, stuff like that.
Very cool.
Again, you can check out Patriot to the Leaf if you're a veteran or first responder. Want to join a great cigar organization that helps our brothers. Look at patriottotheleleaf.org. Me and Dom are both on the board of patriottotheleleaf.org. Come check us out, and we have meetings a month all over the state. Dom, you got anything?
No, that's it. I think you said it
You
best.
said the Christmas party, right? Don't
Oh,
forget
the
about
party's
that.
coming up.
That's, that's private.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
But if you
There's no
join
such thing.
Patriots to the
America
Leaf-
to the Christmas.
What are we
party.
talking about, Frank?
But if you
Collins?
join Patriots to the Leaf, you'll know where the
Yep.
secret Christmas party is.
And there will be
Location
pork
is-
roll there.
Maybe.
Probably be pork
Mr.
roll.
John Taylor himself will be there slicing Taylor ham. We can almost guarantee it.
He's going to be in that old timey suit.
He's
there.
gonna be so proud of you.
You're gonna be so happy.
Listen, I
He's
know.
so proud.
Listen,
Oh,
hold on
don't
a second.
fight
I know John Taylor so well. I call him Jack.
There you go. Here we go.
He has a picture of that too.
That's it.
Tony.
November 15th, we'll be back with a Big Stogie review. It will be our 250th anniversary of the United States Marine Corps show.
Wow.
Oh,
We're gonna
nice.
pack the room with Marines. We're gonna chat about their experiences smoking cigars in the field. We're
Amazing.
gonna have Marines from right here from our own charity, Brothers Before Others, as long as some other Marines. We're gonna bring in The owner of the Mobile Cigar Lounge will be here to chat about us, and we're going to talk about the experiences in the military with smoking cigars, and it's just going to be a fun time talking to our heroes from the Marine Corps on their 250th anniversary that week.
Awesome.
So it should be a great show, so please check it out.
Very nice.
Blue, what do you got?
No, I don't have any plugs.
You know,
I don't have any plugs.
check out beautiful Phillipsburg.
Lovely downtown
I mean,
Phillipsburg.
I guess you can say that.
Yeah, that's right. Check out lovely downtown. Well, again, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming to
Tony.
the show
I
today.
appreciate the invite.
We really appreciate you are.
Oh, the producer, thank you.
Both
No,
those.
thank you. The other Moe.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate
And
that.
www.tatuajecigars.com.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, boys.
Before the show ends, because we have to keep the lights on and pay
Yes.
the bills. And when I collect,
I already did the promo.
you did the